Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
This is TWiT News, special number 390, recorded Wednesday, May 10th, 2023, Google I.O. TWiT News is brought to you by ACI Learning. IT skills are outdated in about 18 months. You got to stay ahead of the curve. Future-proof your business's competitiveness with customizable, entertaining training. Fill out the form at go.acilearning.com/twit to get more information on a free 2-week training trial for your team. I.O., it's off to work we go. Jeff Jarvis, this week in Google, professor of journalism at CUNY. It's good to see you. Good morning.
Good to see you, boss. Good morning.
We are 2 minutes away from the beginning. We're doing the keynote, as we always do. Presumably Sundar Pichai and company. The rumors are strong. There will be a lot to talk about. No doubt AI will be topic one, right?
Well, and in the last, 2-3 years, you've come away very disappointed. We'll see whether it's the same this year.
Well, with Google I.O., not with AI. I'm actually with both.
Oh, yeah. No, Google I.O. Yeah, no, Google I.O. See what they do.
Yeah, and of course, the last couple of years have been the COVID versions. This is a post-COVID era, although they're going to do it the same way they've done it last year, where they invite people to, is it going to be the campus, you think?
No, it's the same. It's the same.
It's Shoreline Amphitheater.
Shoreline, yeah, I think so.
Our very own All About Android team is down there. Jason Howell. Is Florence with them or no? Yeah, Florence is with them. And of course, Wintu Dao came up with Ron Richards yesterday. They did a birthday episode because it's Florence and Ron's birthday yesterday. In fact, I think there's a little glitter and confetti left lying around.
I should have left some cake for you.
Yeah, no kidding. So they're going to have a special All About Android from down there with Google folks, and they're in the amphitheater. So if possible, we will, we'll talk to them by phone. But really, it's what Google announces that's going to be so important. Of course, expected that they'll announce that folding phone they've been teasing.
They put out the complete ad already, the 3-minute ad.
Oh, so we know now, don't we? Let's go to the tape because the countdown is now underway, and this is always a big part of Google I/O is the countdown. In the amphitheater, they usually have pre-show acts of musicians and so forth using Google technologies.
They had some that were put together with AI, of course.
Of course. Glad you joined us. Here we go. Google I/O 2023, their big developer conference, kicks it off with a keynote. There we are at Shoreline, a cartoon Shoreline. The recorded crowd a little more animated than me.
Since day one, we set out to significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible. And with a little help, you found new answers, discovered new places. The right words came at just the right time.
It's interesting, really, because when you and I used to go to this event, it was really a celebration. We were very excited about what Google was up to. And over the years,
our photos
I don't know about you, but some of that shine has worn off.
And we got closer to a world where...
Or you've gotten older, Lee.
Could be I'm just cranky.
More cynical, yeah.
I just feel like, of course, you wrote a book, What Would Google Do? Hailing, their managerial style.
Oh, they've become a plain big company now.
Yeah.
And maybe not the best run big company ever. Sundar Pichai really at this point needs to show that he has some vision. We'll see what he says.
At the same time that they're cutting back and trying to make the bottom line work through cost reduction, which is not a great way to innovate.
And help society answer.
One of the problems Google I/O's had is that over the years they've announced stuff they haven't shipped.
We don't take this for granted.
Again and again and again.
Our ambition is
or shipped many years later. So it's kind of hard to give them a lot of credit.
Our goal is to make AI helpful for everyone.
When they say they're going to do something, well, are they?
I mean, it's fine to talk about the far future and where the world's going. I'm old enough to remember when Mark Zuckerberg did that at F8. But we need to see stuff shipped.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Sundar. Not wearing shorts. Let's note that he's wearing
no pressed cargo
pants.
shorts. A line from Succession that
Good morning,
he
everyone.
mocked.
Welcome to Google I.O.
Did I get sound?
It's great to see so many of you here at Shoreline, so many developers, and a huge thanks to the millions joining from around the world, from Bangladesh to Brazil to our new Bayview campus right next door. So great to have you as always. As you may have heard, AI is having a very busy year. So we've got lots to talk about. Let's get started. 7 years into our journey as an AI-first company, we are at an exciting inflection point. We have an opportunity to make AI even more helpful
to catch
for
up
people,
with Microsoft.
for businesses, for communities, for everyone.
In PR.
We've been applying AI to make our products radically more helpful for a while. With generative AI, we are taking the next step. With a bold and responsible approach, we are reimagining all our core products, including search.
Keep your eye
You will hear
peeled
more
for
later in the keynote.
search
Let me
later in
start
the keynote.
with a few examples of how generative AI is helping to evolve our products, starting with Gmail. In 2017, we launched Smart Reply.
Uh-oh,
Short
history.
responses. You could
Look how
send
much
a
AI we've been doing all this time. You didn't give us any
Next
credit
thing.
for
6
it.
years ago, we
which
had
offered
this thing.
writing suggestions as you type.
along with Inbox.
Compose led to more advanced writing features powered by
Miss
AI.
Inbox.
Yeah.
They've been used in Workspace over 180 billion times in the past year alone. And now with
That's
a
a
much
useless
more
number.
powerful generative model, we are taking the next step in Gmail with Help Me Write. Let's say you got this email that your flight was canceled. The airline has sent a voucher, but what you really
gonna
want
say,
is
Dystopian. What a
You could
dystopian
reply
way to
with
start.
Help Me Write. Just type in the prompt of
Your
what you
flight's been
want,
canceled.
an email to ask for a full refund, hit create,
I want my money.
full draft appears. As you can see, it conveniently pulled in flight details from the previous email. And it looks pretty close to what you want to send. Maybe you want to refine it further. In this case,
Add a
a
curse.
more elaborate email.
Oh,
might
look at that.
increase the
Formalize,
chances of
elaborate,
getting the
shorten,
refund.
or elaborate. I have been a customer. Let's get it elaborated well with a little bit more snark.
And there you
I want
go.
the angry
I think
one,
it's
yeah.
ready to send.
Your airline for
Help
many
Me Write
years.
will start rolling out as part of our Workspace updates. And just like with Smart Compose, you will see it get better over time. The next example
Abraham
is
Lincoln
Maps.
once said, airlines that don't give full
Early days
refunds
of street
are worthless.
AI has stitched together billions of panoramic images so people can explore the world from their device. At last year's I.O., we introduced Immersive View, which uses AI to create a high-fidelity representation of
Have
a
you
place
used that at all?
so you can experience it before you visit. Now we are expanding that same
no. I mean,
technology
played
to
with it.
what Maps does
No.
best.
Did I do
Help
that
me
in
get
Rome before I
very
went to Rome? No.
Google Maps provides 20 billion
I have to
kilometers
say,
of directions.
Google Maps was
every
more
day.
accurate walking
lot of
around
trips.
an ancient city than Apple
Imagine
Maps
if you could
was.
see your whole trip in advance. With Immersive View for routes, now you can, whether you're walking, cycling, or driving. Let me show you what I mean.
We use this, but we
Say
used
I'm
it on
in New
Apple.
York City, and I want to go on a bike ride.
I don't know if you've used
Maps
this.
has given me a couple of options close to where I am. I like the one on the waterfront, so let's go with that. Looks scenic. And I want to get a feel for it first. Click on Immersive View for routes, and it's an entirely new way to look at my journey.
With
And
clouds.
zoom in to get
Great.
an incredible bird's eye view of the ride. And as we turn,
That's kind of cool.
we get onto a
It's basically
great
Street
bike
View,
path.
but I mean, I've done that manually, but now it does it automatically. Look, they
Little
put
automated
birds in-
cars.
Yeah, cars and birds and clouds.
It looks like it's going to be a beautiful ride. You can
Show
also
the
check
New York
today's
Post
air
truck that runs
quality.
you over?
Looks like AQI is 43, pretty good.
Where's all the Ubers?
And if I want to check traffic and weather and see how they might change over the next few hours,
Wow, that's
I
actually
can do
very
that.
cool.
Looks like it's going to pour later, so maybe I want to get going now. Immersive View for Routes will begin to roll out over the summer and launch in 15 cities by the end of the year, including London, New York, Tokyo, and San Francisco.
So they put the journalists, like you can see a picture
Another
of
product made better
our
by
team,
AI
Michelle
is
and
Google
Wynn
Photos.
and Ron and
We
Jason.
introduced it at I/O in 2015.
In the special
It was one of our first
journalist boxes
AI-native
towards
products.
the back. Everybody
Breakthroughs in
from
machine
that
learning
point on is
made
either a
it
Google
possible
employee
to
or a
search your
developer.
photos
And that's
for
where
things
I
like
hope,
people,
I presume the cheers are
sunsets,
coming from.
or waterfalls. Of course, we want you to do more than just search photos. We also want to help you make them better.
And Jason is in the Discord,
In fact,
so
every month,
if you're
1.7
a
billion
Club Twit
images
member,
are
you can get
edited
in
in
there
Google
and
Photos.
ask Wynn and Jason
AI
and
advancements give us more
the
powerful
gang
ways
what's
to do
going
this.
on.
So
For
club
example,
members, you
Magic
can be
Eraser,
on the
launched
scene.
first on
Special
Pixel,
access.
uses
in a way that
AI-powered
others
computational photography to remove
cannot.
unwanted distractions. And later this year, using a combination of semantic understanding and generative AI, you can do much more with a new experience called Magic
They have been
Editing.
promoting this
Let's
for
have a look.
years.
Yes.
Say you're on a hike.
No, some of it exists,
stop to
right?
Take a photo in front of a
It does
waterfall.
now.
You
Yeah.
wish you had taken your bag off.
But
for the
remember,
photo,
they showed
so
the
let's go ahead and
baseball
remove
game with the
that
fence in
backdrop.
front 5 or 6 years
The
ago.
photo feels a bit dark, so you can improve the lighting.
Yeah, it's really dark. Really,
Maybe you wanna
the
even get rid of
lights
some
out
clouds
is how dark
to make it feel
that
as
was. If
sunny
you're not
as
watching
your
the
room.
video, the whole thing went away.
Looking even closer, you wish you had posed so it looks like you're really catching the water in your hand. No problem. You can adjust
Oh,
that.
that's pretty cool. Okay.
Fake news, deep fakes.
Yeah, that's cool.
There you go. Let's look at one more photo. This is a great photo, but as a parent, you always want your kid at the center of it all. And it looks like the balloons got cut off in this one.
you slide
so
the
you can
bench
go ahead
over?
and reposition the birthday boy.
No. And
Magic
it generates
Editor
the balloons?
automatically
balloons.
recreates
Wow.
parts of the bench and balloons that were not captured in the original shot.
Stretch the
As a
bench.
finishing touch, you can punch up the sky. It changes the lighting in the rest of the photo so the edit feels consistent. It's
Wow.
truly magical. We are excited to roll out Magic Editor in Google Photos later this year.
So this succeeds Magic Eraser, or it adds to Magic
Oh, okay.
Eraser.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
From Gmail and Photos to Maps, these are just a few examples of how AI can help you in moments that matter. And there is so much more we can do to deliver the full potential of AI across the products you know and love. Today, we have 15 products that each serve more than 500 million people and businesses. And 6 of those products serve over 2 billion users each. This gives us so many opportunities to deliver on our mission.
At some point, these numbers
To
are
organize
so
the world's
huge,
information
they're meaningless,
and
right?
make it universally
Billions
accessible
and billions.
useful. It's a timeless mission that feels more relevant with each passing year.
It is a
And
great
looking
mission,
ahead,
you know?
making AI helpful for everyone.
Company missions are usually
the
such
most
BS.
profound
Yeah.
way we will advance our mission. And we are doing this in 4 important ways. First, by improving your knowledge and learning and deepening your understanding of the world. Second, by boosting creativity and productivity so you can express yourself and get things done. Third, by enabling developers and businesses to build their
I wonder if
own
he's going to position
transformative
the
products
company
and
as being more
services.
careful
And
than the
finally,
competitors.
by building and deploying AI responsibly so that everyone
Aha!
can benefit equally.
Yes.
We are so excited by the opportunities ahead. Our ability to make AI helpful for everyone relies on continuously advancing our foundation models. So I want to take a moment to share how we are approaching them. Last year, you heard us talk about PaLM, which led to many improvements across our products. Today, we are ready to announce our latest PaLM model in production,
PaLM?
PaLM 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is an LLM, large language model.
PaLM 2 builds
As
on our
opposed to Bard, right?
fundamental research and
Well, in
our
addition to
latest
Bard, I
infrastructure.
guess.
Right.
Highly capable at a wide range of tasks and easy to deploy. We are announcing over 25 products and features powered by PaLM 2 today.
Flying above shoreline.
PaLM 2 models deliver excellent foundational capabilities across a wide range of sizes. We have affectionately named them Gecko, Otter, Bison, and Unicorn.
Lovely.
Gecko is so lightweight that it can work on mobile devices, fast enough for great interactive applications on device,
This is where
even
there's
when
going to be
offline.
tons of work.
PaLM 2 models are stronger in
Right.
logic and reasoning.
You can get these models down to a gigabyte or so.
And mathematical problems.
And by doing that, you know,
Also
I mean,
trained
these
on
days phones have a
multilingual
lot of
text,
storage. So
spanning over 100 languages. So it understands and generates nuanced results. Combined with powerful coding capabilities, PaLM 2 can also help developers collaborating around the world. Let's look at this example. Let's say you're working with a colleague in Seoul and you're debugging code. You can ask it to fix a bug and help out your teammate by adding comments in Korean to the code. It first recognizes the code is recursive, suggests a fix, and even explains the reasoning behind the fix.
that's, of course, how
And as you can
Microsoft's
see,
using
it
its
added comments in
AI
Korean,
and
just
Copilot
like you
on
asked.
GitHub and other places.
What?
And people, you know, at first swear at it, but in the long run, they swear by
While
it.
PaLM 2 is highly capable, it really shines when fine-tuned on domain-specific knowledge. We recently released SecPaLM, a version of PaLM 2 fine-tuned for security use cases. It uses AI to better detect malicious scripts and can help security experts understand and resolve threats. Another example is MedPaLM 2. In this case, it's fine-tuned on medical knowledge. This fine-tuning achieved a 9x reduction in inaccurate reasoning when compared to the model, approaching the performance of clinician experts who answered the same set of questions. In fact, MedPaLM 2 was the first language model to perform at expert level on medical licensing exam-style questions and is currently the state-of-the-art. We are also working to add capabilities to MedPaLM 2 so that it can synthesize information from medical imaging, like plain films and mammograms. You can imagine an AI collaborator that helps radiologists interpret images and communicate the results. These are some examples of PaLM 2 being used in specialized domains. We can't wait to see it used in more. That's why I'm pleased to announce that it is now available in preview, and I'll let Thomas share more.
PaLM stands for, it's kind of a retronym, Pathways Language Model. And the premise of it, back when they announced it last year, was it was scalable. So as you can see, it can go as on a smaller platform as a phone.
It builds on
And it adds
progress made by
capabilities
two
as you get
world-class
larger
teams, the Brain Team and DeepMind.
Models.
Looking back at the defining AI breakthroughs over the last decade, these teams have contributed to a significant number of them.
And we've mushed them together, whether they like it or not.
Sequence-to-sequence models and so on.
And welcome to your new desk.
All this helps set the stage for the inflection point we are at today. We recently brought these two teams together into a single unit, Google DeepMind.
We call it
Using the computational
Reese's
resources
Peanut Butter
of
Mind.
Google, we have focused on building more capable systems.
We're going to rename them every 6 months.
responsibly.
Because that's the
This
Google way.
includes our next generation
They
foundation
took the British
model,
brain
Gemini,
company and brought
which
it
is
into
still in training.
DeepMind.
Gemini was created
And the rumors
from
were
the
that
ground
the
up
two
to
teams
be
didn't much like each
multimodal,
other. They'd been competing for so
highly
long
efficient at tool and API integrations.
that it was not. It
and
was a little bit
built
of an
to
oil and a
enable
water
future innovations
combination.
like memory and planning. While
But you
still
know,
early,
that's how you make mayonnaise.
already seeing impressive multimodal capabilities not seen in prior models.
Just add a little mustard.
Once fine-tuned and rigorously tested for safety, Gemini will be available at various sizes and capabilities, just like PaLM 2. As we invest in more advanced models, we're also deeply
This is very
investing in
Google,
AI
isn't it? We don't want to just do one thing. Let's do
This
20
includes
different things.
having
Yeah.
tools
That have kind of overlapping purposes and are not clear in their mission.
Two important
Each of which
approaches
is
are
likely quite impressive,
watermarking
but
and
hard to
metadata.
sell.
Yeah.
Watermarking embeds
And then, you know,
information
some of them
directly
are not
into
going to
content
survive. I mean, I guess this is
in
the
ways
plan,
that are
right?
maintained
Yeah.
even through modest
It's kind of the
imagery.
Darwinian way to build a
Moving
business.
forward, we are building our models to include watermarking and other techniques from the start.
That's
if you look at
important.
the synthetic image, it's impressive how real it looks. So you can imagine how important this is going to be in the future.
And how quickly the AIs will be trained in removing
content creators to associate
watermarks.
additional context with original files, giving you more information whenever you encounter an image.
Will they keep the watermarking
We'll
secret?
ensure
Yeah, I mean, they could do it as kind of steganography and bury it into the content and so forth. I'm sure they'll do all sorts of tricks.
about our responsible approach to AI later.
Let's, I want to hear more about their
As models
privacy
get
as well.
better and more
It's
capable,
become a big
one
concern.
of the most exciting opportunities
Isn't it always, Leo?
making them
Yes.
available for people
But
to
chat,
engage
there
with
are
directly.
companies now that won't,
That's the
Samsung, for instance, won't use
opportunity we
ChatGPT
have with
because
Bard.
they're afraid it will
Experiment
leak
for
business information
conversational
to
AI.
back. And they've added in
Rapidly
response,
evolving
OpenAI has added
Now
a
supports a
checkbox that
wide
says,
range of
don't
programming
save any
capabilities.
information.
Yeah.
And it's gotten much smarter at reasoning and math prompts. And as of today, it is now fully running on Palm 2. To share more about what's coming,
So there you go.
I see.
Bard
let's
runs
turn it over to
on
Sissy.
Palm 2. Let's not be too confusing.
Okay, so it's not separate.
Sissy Shao.
Thanks, Sundar. Large language models have captured the world's imagination, changing how we think about the future of computing. We launched Bard as a limited access experiment on a lightweight large language model to
She's the
get
general
feedback
manager of
and iterate.
Assistant and Bard.
And since then, the team has been working hard to make rapid improvements and launch them quickly. With Palm 2, Bard's math, logic, and reasoning skills made a huge leap forward, underpinning its ability to help developers with programming. Bard can now collaborate on tasks like code generation, debugging, and explaining code snippets. Bard has already learned more than 20 programming languages, including C++, Go, JavaScript, Python, Kotlin, and even Google Sheets functions.
When too, I'll be happy about
And we're
Kotlin.
thrilled to see that coding has quickly become one of the most popular things that people are doing with Bard. So let's take a look at an example. I've recently been learning chess, and for fun, I thought I'd see if I can program a move in Python. How would I use Python to generate the scholar's mate move in chess? Okay, here Bard created a script to recreate this chess move in Python. And notice how it also formatted the code nicely, making it easy to read. We've also heard great feedback from developers about how Bard provides code citations. And starting next week, you'll notice something right here. We're making code citations even more precise. If Bard brings in a block of code, just click this annotation, and Bard will underline the block and link to the source. Now, Bard can also help me understand the code. Could you tell me what chess.board does in this code? Now, this is a super helpful explanation of what it's doing and makes things more clear. All right, let's see if we can make this code a little better. How would I improve this code?
Well, that's
Could you have improved it to begin with? What? Huh?
yeah, exactly.
List comprehension, creating a function, and using a generator.
It made it.
Those are some
Why
great
would it make it some?
suggestions.
I
yeah.
held back a
Now, could you
little.
join them
So,
into
okay, you
one
want more?
single Python code block. Okay, now Bard is rebuilding the code with these improvements. Okay, great. How easy was that?
This is all,
And in a
of course,
couple
catch
clicks,
up.
I can move this directly
And I don't mean the condiment. I mean they're
Developers
catching
love
up
the
to
ability bring
Microsoft.
code from Bard into their
And,
workflow, like to
you know.
collab. So coming soon, we're adding the ability to export and run code with our partner Replit,
Well-
starting with Python.
So Colab is a notebook technology that it's basically Python notebooks that Google supports. And of course, Replit is a third party, but they
We've
do,
also heard that
they're
you
very
want
popular
dark
for
theme.
online
So
coding.
starting today, you can activate it.
And they're cheering dark mode, Jeff. I'm sorry. Programmers
You can activate it.
live
right
in
as
rooms
well
without
as
windows. They don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of exporting,
They're allergic
things,
to light.
people often ask Bard for a head start
I
drafting
guess Renee
emails
Ritchie,
and
of course, is
documents.
there as well.
So
And
today, we are
they've
launching
posted a
2
picture
more
of,
export actions,
our team.
making it easy to move Bard's responses right into Gmail and
Renee's
Docs.
posting it. Nice.
So we're excited by how quickly Bard and the
All right, take that photo and add Leo to it using AI, okay?
We want to bring more capabilities to Bard to fuel your curiosity and imagination. And so I'm excited to announce that tools are coming to Bard.
This is also something that ChatGPT from OpenAI has just started adding.
As you collaborate with Bard,
which is really
you'll
interesting.
be able to tap into services from
Things
Google
like Open
and
Table
extensions
and
with partners to let you do things never before possible.
yeah,
And
except
of course,
with
we'll approach this
ChatGPT.
responsibly in a secure and private way, letting you always stay in control.
I guess
We're
feature
starting with
parity
some
is
of
the
the
start, and
Google
then
apps
if you can
that
offer
people
some
love and
privacy or
use
something like
every
that,
day.
maybe on top of it.
It's incredible what Bard
Well,
can
I think the
already
bigger thing is going to be able to
text.
offer
But images are such a fundamental
verifiability.
part of how we learn.
Yeah, I mean, they
Two
don't
ways.
mention this, but that code is often wrong, and you better know.
Right.
You better know how to figure that out before you commit it.
So, if you ask,
OpenAI today announced
must-see sites in your
ways to figure out how it's trying to make decisions so you have transparency on the innards. And then in terms of the output, getting reliable
Okay, here we go.
actual output.
The garden
Those are
These images are
both
really
necessary
giving
and
a
not there
much
yet.
better sense
Yeah,
of
and
what
non-trivial,
it's
I think, to add, to be
Oh.
honest, because it's not really in the design.
Prompt Bard
Not at
with
all.
images, giving you even more ways
I've done
to
this with
explore and
ChatGPT,
create.
asked it to help me
People love Google Lens, and in the coming
build a
months,
tour,
we're bringing
walking
the
tour of a
powers
city.
Lens to
It did a
Bard.
pretty credible job. I like adding the pictures. That's nice. Lens is also a very useful tool from Google.
So if you're
But it's
looking
the one
to
I
have
never
some
would
fun
think
with
to
your
use.
fur babies,
Right, me too.
You might upload an image and ask Bard to write a funny caption about these two. Now, Lens detects that this is a photo of a goofy German Shepherd and a golden retriever, and then Bard uses that to create some funny captions.
Well, that's actually pretty good. When you're trying to figure out which
If
one
you
of
ask
you's
me,
the
I
good
think
boy.
they're both good boys. Okay.
That's actually pretty funny.
Now let's do another one. Imagine I'm 18 and I need to apply to college. I won't date myself with how long
Write the
it's been,
essay.
but
Oh,
it's still
yeah.
an overwhelming process.
This is interesting.
So I'm thinking about
Can you
colleges,
take my
but I'm not sure what I
SAT
wanna
for
focus
me?
on. I'm into video games, and what kinds of programs might be interesting?
Well, this is a search query, essentially. A smart search query.
Okay, this is a helpful head start. Animation looks pretty interesting. Now I could ask, help me find colleges with animation
Do you
programs
think the knowledge
in
that
Pennsylvania.
these programs make, are not always accurate or sometimes
Okay, great.
counterfactual
That's a good list of
is in the
schools.
back of people's
Now,
heads
to
and
see
worries
where
them a
these
little
are,
bit?
I
Like,
might
well,
now say, show
okay,
me
that's
That's exactly the problem. That's why
Yeah.
I keep on saying it's irresponsible to use this with search.
yeah. Because you don't know
Helping
what's
you
factual.
finish a memo? Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Translation? Bravo.
Yeah, for all we know, 3 of those colleges are
This is super
non-existent,
helpful, and it's exciting to see that
I gave a
there's plenty of
talk
options not too far from
To Ziff
home.
Davis last week, they had ChatGPT write my bio. It made up something entirely I'd never done.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Okay,
Structured
Drexel's
and
real,
organized.
Temple's real.
There's more
I don't know
want
about
to
Pennsylvania College
Add
of
a
Art and
column
Design,
showing
Slippery
whether
Rock
Do they have those
University.
programs?
Yeah, right. That's the problem. You just don't know. And so you're just going to spend more time, I think, probably trying to figure that
Verifying.
out. Yeah, verifying.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is a great start to build on. And now let's move this to Google Sheets so my family can jump in later to help me with my search.
Point Park University? Okay, is that right?
That's nice. It works hand in hand with Google Docs, which is great.
You can see how easy it will be to get a
That's
jump
great. That's
start
really
in Bard and quickly have something useful to move over to apps like Docs or Sheets to build on with others. Okay.
Hoping the
Now,
facts
that's
are
a
correct.
taste of what's possible when Bard meets some of Google's apps.
You can ask
But that's just
ChatGPT.
the start.
Can you
Bard will be
verify
able to tap
these?
into all kinds of services from across the web with
Well, that is where-
extensions from incredible
that's a huge
partners
new
like Instacart,
horizon is to
Indeed,
take this output
Khan
and verify it
Academy,
then.
Yeah.
and many more.
This is exactly
Wolfer
the kind
doing
of...
Here's
both.
a look at
Yep.
one
Yeah.
coming in the next couple months. With Adobe Firefly, you'll be able to generate completely new images from your imagination. right
Oh
in
my God.
Now,
I've never
let's say
heard
I'm
of such a
planning
thing.
A birthday party for my 7-year-old who loves unicorns.
This is...
I want a fun image to send out with the
You
invitation.
got to figure the last year Google's just
Make
been
an
kicking
image
itself.
of a unicorn and a cave.
Yeah.
We
at a
could do
kid's party.
this all this time and we never
Okay,
released
now
it.
Bard is working with Firefly to bring what I imagined to life.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this feels...
That's fairly lukewarm, that
positively
response.
retro.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
Oh, come on.
This will unlock all
Sissy.
kinds of ways that you can take your creativity further and faster. And we are so excited for this partnership. Bard continues to rapidly improve and learn new abilities. And we want to let people around the world try it out and share their feedback.
One advantage Firefly has is
today,
Adobe is being very
we are
careful about
removing
where
the
they
waitlist
get the
and
source
opening
material
up Bard
from.
to
They're,
over
they're not
180
scraping
countries
Getty
and territories.
worldwide. That's good. I don't know what
With
the
more
scope of
coming soon.
ChatGPT is actually.
And in
or
addition
Bing.
to becoming available in more places, Bard is also becoming available in more languages. Beyond English, starting today, you'll be able to talk to Bard in Japanese and Korean.
Yeah, ChatGPT is in a little bit more limited number of countries. And of course,
Adding languages
it was banned
responsibly
briefly in,
involves deep work
in Italy,
to get
but I think
things
it's back.
like quality and local
No,
nuances.
Yeah, it is back in
ChatGPT
Italy.
is in
And we're pleased to
159
share that
countries.
we're on track to support
But
40
Languages.
languages.
It's banned in 36 countries.
Banned entirely?
Yeah. Russia, China, North Korea, Cuba,
It's
Iran,
amazing
Syria.
to see the rate of progress so far.
Take Italy
Well,
off
that kind of tells you everything you want to know about
Yeah,
freedom.
really, exactly.
And the ability for even more people to collaborate with Bard. And when we're ready to move Bard to our Gemini model, I'm really excited about more advancements to come. So that's
I already
where
forget
we're
what Gemini
going with
is.
Bard, connecting tools from Google and amazing
ask
services
Bard.
across the web to help you do and create anything you can imagine through a fluid collaboration with our most capable large language models. There's so much to share in the days ahead. And now,
It's
to hear
another
more
model.
about how
It's their
large
model.
language models are enabling next-generation productivity features right in Workspace, I'll hand it over to Aparna.
Oh, they're going to actually do something in Workspace? Amazing.
Jeff, this is your section.
From the very beginning, Workspace was built to allow you to collaborate
To
in
irritate
real
me.
time with other people. Now, you can collaborate in real time with AI. AI can act as a coach,
Still feels like
a thought
ketchup.
partner,
Bard
a
says
source of
Gemini is the third
inspiration,
astrological
as well
sign
as
in
a
the zodiac,
productivity
so
booster across
there's that.
all of the apps of Workspace. Our first steps with AI as a collaborator were via the Help Me Write feature in Gmail and Docs, which launched to trusted testers in March. We've been truly blown away by the clever and creative ways these features are being used, from writing essays, sales pitches, project plans, client outreach, and so much more.
All the crap we hate.
Since then, we've been busy
Let Bard
expanding
do
these
it.
helpful features across more surfaces. Let me show you a few examples. One of our most popular use cases is the trusty job description. Every business, big or small, needs to hire people. A good job description can make all the difference.
This is the vice president and
Here's
general
how Docs
manager
has
of
been
Google
helping.
Workspace, Jeff, so you should.
Say you run a fashion
You know,
boutique and
be
need to
nice.
hire a textile designer.
I could
To get started,
Bard to write a
you
letter
enter
to
just
her.
a few
but
words
I'm
as a
happy
prompt.
with.
I have been a user of Google Workspace.
Senior level job description for
Many
textile
years.
designer. Docs will
sick of
take
being
that
a
prompt,
second-class citizen.
send it to our PaLM2-based model, and let's see what I got back. Not bad.
Oh,
With
so
just
job
7
descriptions
words,
become even
the
more
model came
BS than
back
they are
with
now.
A good starting point, written out really nicely for me.
Do you
Now
want
you
me
can
to do
take
this, or
that
does the
and
machine want me to do
customize
this?
it for the kind of experience, education,
Competitive
and
salary,
skill
comprehensive
set
benefits
that
package.
this
So it
role
just
needs,
spits back
saving you a ton of time and effort.
same old BS.
Next.
Dear Google Workspace team, I am writing to express my disappointment with the limitations of Google Workspace for users.
show you
As a longtime user of Google products, I have always been impressed with the company's
Imagine you run a
commitment to
dog
innovation.
walking business
However,
and need to keep track of things like your clients, logistics about the dogs,
lack of storage
when they need
space,
to be
that bother
walked,
you?
for how
No.
long, etc.
lack of customization
Sheets can
options.
help
Second class
No.
citizen getting features
In your
after
sheet,
everybody else. That's what
Simply
bothers
type
me.
something like client and pet roster for a dog walking business with rates and hit create. Sheet sends this input to a fine-tuned model that we've been training with all sorts of Sheet-specific use cases.
I love the import to Sheets thing,
Look at
actually.
that.
I think that's great.
The model,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time putting stuff into Sheets. Just getting it into Sheets would be nice.
The model figured out what you might need. The generated table has things like the dog's name, client info,
Now, can I
notes,
then say,
etc.
could you separate that
This is a
client
good
name
start
into
for you to
first and
tinker
last
with.
and have it do that?
Sheets made it easy for you to get started.
Dunno.
So you can go back to doing what you love.
Writing code.
Speaking of getting back to things you love, let's talk about Google Slides. People use slides for storytelling all the time, whether at work or in their personal lives. For example, you get your extended family to collect anecdotes, haikus, jokes for your parents' 50th wedding anniversary in a slide deck.
Oh,
Everyone
that's just
does
what
their
mom
bit.
and dad want. Sit down. I have a slide deck I'd like to show you.
And here's the poem on there.
Oh, it even
as
wrote a
prompt
poem.
for image generation.
That's
Mom
kind of
wants her
cool.
Pizza, cheesy and true, while Dad's favorite treat is a warm pot of fondue. Let's hit create and see what it comes up with.
It'll do
Behind the
illustrations
scenes,
for
that
you.
quote is sent as an input to our text-to-image models,
PowerPoint.
and we know it's
Pizza
unlikely.
in fondue.
God.
There it is.
One
Just
of
what
them.
you've been
Lord,
looking for.
every
Generate about
PowerPoint,
6
which was already
days.
BS, now becomes deeper BS. It's not deep fakes, it's deep BS.
Have some oddly delicious-looking fondue pizza images.
Slides have
Now,
been the
this
ruin
style's a
of
little too
I
easy
know.
for me, so I'm going to ask
Well, I
it to
think
be
companies and
fine.
universities,
Change the style
and schools.
to photography.
Oh no.
Give it a whirl.
Oh, look. You can do photography.
Just as weird,
Oh.
but it works for me.
Guarantee you there's never been a real image of pizza being dipped into a fondue, but
Oh, wait,
You can
this
have
afternoon on TikTok
endless
there'll be a
fun
recipe
with
for
this.
it.
Yeah.
No limits on cheesiness or creativity.
oh, God, that's awful.
Starting next month, trusted
Actually, it's
testers
pretty
will
funny.
be able to try this and 6 more generative AI features across Workspace. And later this year, all of this will be generally available to business and consumer Workspace users via a new service called TWiT AI for Workspace.
They don't even know what they're plotting.
Yeah.
Stepping
Okay,
back a
sounds
bit,
good.
I showed
Is
you
it gonna
a
sing
few
with me?
powerful examples of how Workspace can help you get more done with just a few words as prompts. Prompts are a powerful way of collaborating with AI. The right prompt can unlock far more from these models. However, it can be daunting for many of us to even know where to start. Well, what if we could solve that for you? What if AI could
Just
proactively
go
offer
back
you
to sleep,
prompts?
user.
Wait.
Better, what if these prompts were
AI
actually
writes your prompts for
contextual
AI.
and changed based on what you're working on?
Let's
I am
see.
super excited to
I'd like
show
to
you
see
a
this.
preview of just that. This is how we see the future of collaboration with AI coming to life.
You just,
Let's switch to a
just
live
go
demo
home,
so I can show you
have
what
a
I mean.
beer and let AI do
Tony's
it.
here to help
Yeah.
me with that. Hey, Tony.
Hey, partner.
So
Tony looks like a kind of a crypto bro.
Yeah.
my niece Mira and I are working on a spooky story together for summer camp. We've already
So you
written
give
a
a
few
prompt
paragraphs.
to the human.
Now we're stuck. Let's get some help. As you can see, we've launched a side panel, something the team fondly calls Sidekick. Sidekick
Fondly,
instantly
they fondly
reads
call
and
this.
processes the document and offers some really neat suggestions, along with an open prompt dialogue. If we look closely, we can see some of the suggestions, like what happened to the golden seashell? What are common mystery plot twists? Let's try the seashell option and see what it comes back with. Now, what's happening behind the scenes is that
I
we've
wanna see the
provided the
plot
entire
twists.
document as
Just
context to the
imagine.
model, along with the suggested prompt, and let's see what we got back. The golden seashell was eaten by a giant squid that lives in the cove. This is a good start. Let's insert these as notes.
It's so hard
that
to
we
laugh
can
on
continue
cue.
our little project.
Yeah.
Now, one of the interesting observations we have is that it's actually easier to react to something or perhaps use that to say, I want to go in a different direction. And this is exactly what AI can help with. I see a new suggestion on there for generating images. Let's see what this does. The story has a village, a golden seashell, and other details. And instead of having to type all of that out, the model picks up these details from the document and generates images. These are some cool pictures, and I bet my niece will love these. Let's insert them into the doc for fun. Thank you, Tony.
Wasn't that fun, everybody?
What did Tony do? He cut and paste?
Yeah, Tony was the mouse man.
I'm going to walk you through some more examples, and this will help you see why this powerful new contextual
He's the
collaboration
sidekick.
is such a remarkable boost to productivity and creativity. Say you're writing to your neighbors about an upcoming potluck. Now, as you can see, Sidekick has summarized what this conversation is about. Last year, everyone brought hummus. Who doesn't love hummus? But this year, you want a little more variety. Let's see what people signed up to bring. Now, somewhere in this thread is a Google Sheet where you've collected that information. You can get some help by typing, write a note about the main dishes people are bringing, and let's see what we get back. Go. Awesome. It found the right sheet and cited the source in the Found In section, giving you confidence that this is not made up. Looks good. You can insert it directly into your email.
This isn't made up.
Let's end with an example of how this can help you at work. Say you're about to give an important presentation, and you've been so focused on the content that you forgot to prepare speaker notes. The presentation is in
All
an
I
hour.
have is a symbol. Help me, Obi-Wan Bardobi.
Look at what one of the suggestions is. Create speaker notes for each slide.
Yeah. Hell
So every
yeah.
slide is BS and everything, a word out of your mouth is BS.
Yeah. Oh, show the speaker notes now. I'm
What
excited
happens
to
behind
be
the
here
scenes
to
here,
outline our
the presentation,
2023
Everybody's always
strategy.
excited.
Good morning. I'm Eliza Beckett,
Once you've reviewed them, you can
and the
hit
You don't
managing
need me.
director
You can
of
just turn on the
Symbol.
machine. It will tell you the same stuff you expect because all it does is produce cliches.
Right. It's in the nature of these things. It's not
That's
going to
exactly
do
what it is.
anything original. It can only do
ton of fun playing with this.
mishmashes
We
of
can see
existing
the
content.
true potential of AI as a collaborator, and we'll be bringing this experience.
You know,
to
it's
TWiT
going to be great for kind of 50% employees, you know, who just don't really care and just give me some content that I can push out. But it also tells me managers are going to be more skeptical now.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Aparna. It's
And
exciting to see
clients.
all
And clients.
the coming to Google Workspace.
Like, okay,
As AI continues to improve rapidly, we are focused on giving helpful features to our users. And starting today, we are giving you a new way to preview some of the experiences across Workspace and other products. It's called Labs. I say new, but Google has a long history
yeah, we've
of
had
bringing
labs for a long
labs.
time.
And
Yeah.
we've made it available throughout our history as well. You can check it out at google.com/labs. Next up, we're going to talk about search. Search has been our founding
I got an
product
error.
from our earliest
Coming soon.
and
I didn't even get that. I just got a 404.
Go to g.co/labs.
He said it wrong.
about everything else.
And even there, it says coming soon.
Give you a sense of how we are bringing generative AI in
Yeah, I
search.
thought the prompt, he lost
All right,
the prompt.
here's the big
Invite
thing. Search
Kathy
and
onto the
AI.
stage. Kathy?
All right, this could be, this is where Google really needs to save their bacon.
Make or break.
right? Yep.
Will they separate themselves out with reality and authority, or will they just follow Microsoft into the pit of fiction?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sundar. You know, I've been working in search for many years, and what inspires me so much is how it continues to be an unsolved problem. And that's why I'm just so excited by the potential of bringing generative AI into search.
She was the founder of
Let's give it a
Chomp,
whirl.
which was an app search
So
engine Google
let's
acquired a
start
few years
with
ago.
a search
Excited. I
for
wonder whether AI
what's
Actually,
wrote this.
Apple acquired it
family
a few
with
years
kids
ago.
under 3 and a dog, Bryce Canyon or Arches? Now, although this is the question that you have, you probably wouldn't ask it in this way
Used to work
today.
at Friendster.
You'd break it down into smaller ones, sift through the information, and
Head of search
then
at
piece things
iTunes,
together yourself.
the App Store, and Maps.
Now,
by the way,
search does the
notoriously
heavy
awful
lifting
search.
for you.
Yes.
What you see here looks pretty different, so let me first give you a quick tour.
Her company, Undecidable
You'll notice a
Labs, was
new
acquired in
integrated
2016.
search results page.
She's VP Engineering of
Even
Apps
more
News
out
and
of a single
Discover.
search. There's an AI-powered snapshot that quickly gives you the lay of the land on a topic. And so here you can see that while both parks are kid-friendly, only Bryce Canyon has more options for your furry friend. Then, if you want to dig deeper, there are links included in the snapshot. You can also click to expand your view, and you'll see how the information is corroborated. So you can check out more details and really explore the richness.
Okay, every sentence is pulled out
This new experience
with corroborating links.
builds on Google's ranking and safety systems that we've been fine-tuning for decades.
What's that search engine you love, Leo?
Neva. But Neva does this, and you, what's the name of it? You Search does it too.
Content from publishers to creators, businesses, and even people like you and me. So you can check out recommendations.
Neva
from
announced a
experts
pivot
like the National
last
Park
week.
Service,
I think
and
probably
learn from
seeing the
authentic, first-hand experiences
train coming down
like
the tunnel at
Mom
him.
Trotter blog. Because even in a world where AI can provide insights, we know that people will always value the input of other people, and a thriving web is essential to that. These new generative AI, thank you.
Oh, wait. It said on the prompter, wait for applause. Now she's going
These
ahead.
new generative AI capabilities will make search smarter and
They
searching
kind of gave away the
simpler.
fact that they have a
And
clack
as
in
you've
the
seen,
front
this
row.
is really
leading the
especially
applause.
helpful when you need to make sense of something complex with multiple angles to explore. You know, those times when even your question has questions. So, for example, let's say you're searching for a good bike for a 5-mile commute with hills. This can be a big purchase, so you want to do your research. In the AI-powered snapshot, you'll see important considerations like motor and battery for taking on those hills, and suspension for a comfortable ride. Right below that, you'll see products that fit the bill, each with images, reviews, helpful descriptions, and current pricing. This is built on Google's shopping graph, the world's most comprehensive data set of constantly changing products, sellers,
So if you're not in
brands,
Google
reviews,
Shopping,
and
you're not on
out
this?
there, with over
No,
35
shopping graph
billion listings.
was the data
In
about the
fact,
products.
There are 1.8
I think that's different.
billion live updates to our shopping graph every hour. So you can shop with
We
confidence.
should have called
in
it
this
product
new
graph, I
experience,
think. I could be wrong,
knowing
but I think
that
that's
you'll
what
get
it is.
fresh, relevant
Yeah, because
results.
shopping, of course, is what got them in trouble with the EU.
And for commercial queries like
EU,
this,
right.
we also know that
A product that
ads
killed.
can be
But
especially
I guess it was still
helpful
running in the
to
background.
connect people with useful information
Or they
and
just
help businesses
changed the
get
name.
discovered
Yeah.
online.
Reuse the name.
They're here, clearly labeled, and we're exploring different ways to integrate them as we roll out new experiences in search. And now that you've done some research, you might want to explore more. So right under the snapshot, you'll see the option to ask a follow-up question or select a suggested next step. Tapping any of these options will bring you into our brand new conversational mode.
So is this coming soon? What is the...
In this case,
don't
maybe
know.
you want to ask a follow-up about e-bikes. So you look for one in your favorite color, red. And without having to go back to square one, Google Search understands your full intent and that you're looking specifically for e-bikes in red that would be good for a 5-mile commute with hills. And even when you're in this conversational mode, it's an integrated experience. So you can simply
Notice the caveat at the top.
scroll to see other
Generative
searches.
AI is experimental on every page.
Maybe this e-bike seems to be a good fit for your commute. With just a click, you're able to see a variety of retailers that have it in stock and some that offer free delivery or returns.
I get this. It's an attempt to be iterative in search.
Deals and can seamlessly go
with
to
different
a merchant site, check out, and turn your attention to what really
I don't want to say use cases, but different
getting ready to ride.
steps in the process.
These new generative AI capabilities also unlock a whole new category of experiences on search. It could help you create a clever name for your cycling club, craft the perfect social post to show off your new wheels, or even test your knowledge on bicycle hand signals. These are things you may never have thought to ask search for before. Shopping is just one example of where this can be helpful. Let's walk through another one in a live demo. What do you say?
Did they just speed her up?
Yeah. So, special shout out to my 3-year-old daughter who is obsessed with whales. I wanted to teach her about whale song. So let me go to the Google app and ask, why do whales like to sing? And so here I see a snapshot that organizes the web results and gets me to key things I want to know. So I can understand quickly that, they sing for a lot of different reasons, like to communicate with other whales, but also to find food. And I can click See More to expand here as well. Now, if I was actually with my daughter and not on stage in front of thousands of people, I'd be checking out some of these web results right now. They look pretty good. Now, I'm thinking she'd get a kick out of seeing one up close. So let me ask, can I see whales in California? And so the LLMs right now...
She needs a Parnas sidekick. Where's the typing guy? Where's keyboard man?
Where's thumb man?
Thumb man.
It looks like in Northern California...
I like it that they gave her an elbow rest box.
I'll have to plan to take her on a trip soon.
It's really,
and again,
really conveying energy.
And if I want to refer to the results
apparently
previous
just
question,
can't stand up with her phone and hold it in their hands.
Now, she's got a birthday coming up, so I can follow up with plush ones.
I feel like this was a quick ad in rehearsal. They said, can we get Kathy an Apple box for her elbows?
It's
like Succession. Can you make her a house?
Yeah, build her a house. I want clouds.
Clouds.
Great options.
What is the clouds?
I think she'll really like the second one.
I have to.
Well.
Let us know we're 50 minutes in. We've basically not said much.
Already the chat room is saying, where's the folding phone? Bring us the folding phone.
What you've seen today is just a first look at how we're experimenting with generative AI.
See, this is another one of those things that they show
we're
that
excited to keep improving with your feedback.
We're not going to
Search
see.
Labs program.
No.
This new search generative experience, also known as SGE, will be available in labs along with some other experiments. And they'll be rolling out in the coming weeks.
Months.
If you're in the
Probably
US,
not Workspace people. I bet you I won't be allowed in with Workspace.
The Labs icon in the latest version of the Google app or Chrome desktop. This new experience really reflects the beginning of a new chapter. And you can think of this evolution as search supercharged. Search has been at the core,
or as we call it, SGE,
for 25 years. And as we build for the future, we're so excited for you to turn to Google for things you never dreamed it could. Here's an early look at what's to come for AI in search.
We want to thank, we'll pause here and thank our fabulous sponsors, ACI Learning, for putting together this program. Without them, we would probably not be sitting here. IT Pro, of course, and they're engaging in enjoyable IT training to level up your career or organization. IT Pro's now part of ACI Learning. With expanded reach and production capabilities, you're going to get customizable training at any stage of development. Future-proof your business, retain top talent, upskill teams with ACI Learning and its team of dedicated account managers. Your enterprise needs cohesive, cutting-edge training to keep your team compliant and ahead of the pack. Choose an existing course, let them combine modules for a tailored solution, or have them custom design a course to address your specific needs. Fill out the form at go.acilearning.com/twit. Get more information on a free 2-week training trial for your team. There's no better way to do it. Go.acilearning.com/twit. We did our ad. Google is now wrapping up their ad for search, which you're going to, by the way, I'm sure see on TV because this is, where they preview these.
This. Let's go.
It might even be the answer. It might even.
Yes. No.
It's experimental.
Well, the thing that strikes me watching this is that if it actually does give me links,
yeah, at least you could follow up.
or it gives me sentences with made-up things.
But wait,
bad.
But wait. Search has always given you the links.
But if it give it to me in more iterative, collaborative, conversational ways.
Yeah. You can see how reluctant they are to push this forward.
Hot dog or sandwich? I think it's more like a taco because the bread goes around it. Comes from the expert viewpoint of a vegetarian. Right. Thanks, Kathy. So exciting to see how we are evolving search and look forward to building it with you all. So far today, we have shared how AI can help unlock creativity, productivity, and knowledge. As you can see, AI is not only a powerful enabler, it's also a big platform shift. Every business and organization is thinking about how to drive transformation. That's why we are focused on making it easy and scalable for others to innovate with AI. That means providing the most advanced computing infrastructure, including state-of-the-art TPUs and GPUs, and expanding access to Google's latest foundation models that have been rigorously tested in our own products. We are also working to provide world-class tooling so customers can train, fine-tune, and run their own models with enterprise-grade safety, security, and privacy. To tell you more about how we are doing this with Google Cloud, please welcome Thomas.
Just, set yourself back, Jeff. What was it? Almost 10 years now where Google announced Google VR and AR. And they were just as excited about this. And remember Cardboard and...
Cardboard.
Yeah. Here we are.
Bet the farm.
About today are also coming to businesses. So whether you're an individual developer or a full-scale enterprise,
I'm just skeptical. I think it's got more potential than
transform the way you work.
Yeah, VR.
Already
but
thousands of companies using our
Corinne is the
AI
CEO of Google Cloud,
to create amazing content,
as you might have imagined.
to synthesize and organize information, to automate
Instead of
processes.
putting his title up in his lower third, they just said he, him. So I had to actually, I had to look him up.
Every one of you can too. There are 3 ways Google Cloud can help you take advantage of the massive opportunity in front of you. First, you can build generative applications using our AI platform, Vertex AI. With Vertex,
Another name.
you can access
How many
foundation models
names?
for chat.
Well, they used
and
AI to make up
image.
names.
Yeah.
You just select the model you want to use.
Now we're in the model garden
Create prompts to tune the
for
model.
Vertex.
And you can even fine-tune the model's weights on your own dedicated compute clusters. To help you retrieve fresh and factual information from your company's databases, your corporate internet, your website, and enterprise applications.
See, now this is where AI is interesting, is using
enterprise search.
small data sets like your own.
Yeah, they said that. They said, when you have constrained data sets, when you have knowledge domains, we can do a better job. And that makes sense. Yeah.
The authors of the Stochastic Parents paper say that the kind of
Sole control of your data.
male size matters viewpoint of learning models is dangerous. You get too large, it's awful.
Yeah.
Your data is your data and no one else's. You can also choose the best model for your specific needs across many sizes that have been optimized for cost, latency, and quality. Many leading companies are using our generative AI technologies to build super cool applications. And we've all been
Wendy's is in the rundown for Twig tonight.
Let's hear from a few of them.
They're using AI in or at least trying it in their ordering for their drive-through. We'll see how well that works.
The Google partnership has taught us to lean in, to iterate, to test and learn, and have the courage to fail fast where we need to.
But also, Google's a really AI-centric company, and so there's a lot for us to learn directly from the engineering team.
Now, with generative AI, we can have a much smarter...
So if you're in business, you go to Google or Microsoft to find out about AI?
We have been really enjoying taking the latest and greatest technology.
I still think you go to Google,
our entire community.
But there's a lot of Microsoft heads out there.
APIs opens a lot of doors
in businesses
to be most efficient and productive in the way we create experiences for Uber customers.
The act of making software is really suddenly opened up to everyone. Now you can talk to the AI on the Replit app and tell it, make me a work app program. And with one click...
But can you get it to make you a sandwich? That's all I care about.
You have an app that you just talked into existence.
We have an extraordinarily exciting feature in the pipeline. It's called Magic Video, and it enables you to take your videos and images and with just a couple of clicks turn that into a cohesive story.
If you're tuning in for Windows Weekly, it's going to be right after this event.
It truly empowers everyone to be able to create
and we don't know when that'll be. We haven't mentioned a phone yet.
Times they use some of our acronyms.
It's going to be a long day for Leo.
Yeah. You know, we need to understand what that really means.
I don't know what a JVC is.
Make sure that order is accurate.
Wendy's has said that, in fact, it's already better than their human customer service people.
For whom they pay next to nothing.
Yeah. They want to save that, $7.25 an hour.
Technology to truly transform the whole restaurant experience.
They say that they want to do it because the lines are too long and they want to speed it up. I don't think AI is going to speed up your ordering and drive-through. If anything, it's going to slow it down.
No. The biggest benefit in drive-through now is having a screen to verify your order.
Right.
We provide character with the
as if you know. Does Taco Bell have drive-through?
Yes, it does.
By combining
you California snob.
with those of Google Cloud,
we just go to the taco truck.
Consumers can create their own deeply personalized characters and interact with them.
What?
We're also partnering with Salesforce to integrate Google Cloud's AI models.
My little imaginary friend.
With their data cloud and Einstein, their AI-infused CRM assistant. In fact, we're working with many other incredible partners, including
I just worry that AI is the VR or the blockchain of 2023. I mean,
no, I don't think so.
I know everybody's.
Well, it is in terms of the media coverage. Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of it actually being able to do something useful, different.
In addition to PaLM 2, we're excited to introduce
another name.
New models.
3 new names.
Including Imagine, which powers image generation, editing, and customization from text inputs. Cody.
Well, does that mean it's an imaginary person? It's kind of a bad
Cody
brand.
There is going to be a test at the end of this. I just hope you guys are taking notes.
To help you build applications faster. And Chirp,
jeez
our
Louise.
universal speech model, which brings speech to text accuracy for over 300 languages.
You mean accuracy to text to speech?
Reinforcement learning from human feedback into Vertex AI. You can fine-tune pre-trained models by incorporating human feedback to further improve the model's results. You can also fine-tune a model on domain or industry-specific data, as we have with SecPaLM and MedPaLM, so they become even more powerful. All of these features are now in preview, and I encourage each and every one of you to try them.
As long as you can remember the names.
The second way,
Cody,
we're helping you take
Imogen,
advantage of this
and
opportunity
Chirp.
is by
Just remember that. And
Very good,
and
Leo.
Vertex
for Google Cloud.
and SGE.
Earlier,
and
Parna told you about Duet.
That's your
AI.
version of Trump's cognition test.
Yes.
It is
Cody,
on
Imogen,
AI
Chirp.
collaborator to help people get
And
things done.
Duet. No, it's another one.
The same thing is true with Duet AI for Google Cloud, which serves as an AI expert pair programmer. Duet uses generative AI to provide developers assistance wherever you need it, within the IDE, the Cloud Console, or directly within chat. It can provide you contextual code completion, offer suggestions tuned to your code base, and generate entire functions in real time. It can even assist you with code reviews and code inspection. Hen will show you more in the developer keynote. The third way we're helping you seize this moment is by building all of these capabilities on our
Think of all the
AI
reporters in the
optimized
field out there, and
this infrastructure makes large
what lead do you have so far out of this?
up to 80% faster and up to 50%
I don't know what the
cheaper
story is.
compared to any alternatives out there. Look, when you nearly double performance,
I know I'm sounding cynical, but this looks like a company in disarray, reacting,
I hate to say it,
not acting. You know, this is all responding to
today
perceived
we're
threats.
excited to announce a new addition to this infrastructure family.
They could have come out and say, we are the responsible AI company. Here's how we're going to make it responsible. They could have a theme. They could have come out and said, we're all about getting you facts, not about paragraphs. And in a sense, they might be those things, but there's no theme to it. There's no apparent strategy, and thus there's no marketing message underneath.
There's so much more.
And I'm giving them credit. Neither of those things may be true.
Josh is here to show you exactly how we're making it easy and scalable for every developer to innovate with AI and PaLM 2.
You know, I'm starting to think they're not going to announce any products.
Thanks, Thomas. Our work
We're already
is
past an
enabling
hour.
businesses, and it's also empowering developers.
I mean, it is a developer
PaLM 2,
conference, but
our most capable language model that Sundar talked about powers the PaLM API. Since March, we've been running a private preview with our PaLM API, and it's been amazing to see how quickly
Labs
developers
product
have
manager.
used it in their applications. Like Chapter, who are generating stories so you can choose your own adventure, forever changing story
There
time.
was an early
Or
lead at
Game On
Chromebook.
Technology, a company that makes chat apps for
Oh,
sports
making no
fans and
Chromebooks. They had to
retail
find a job for them.
Yeah. There were rumors we'd see folding phones, new tablets.
They're using the PaLM API to help
I'm
customers
just starting to
place
wonder
that
now if
direct
this
order
is the
junior
place for
bacon
that.
cheeseburger they talked about.
They do have Rick Osterloh on the list of speakers at the keynote. So,
well,
Developers want choice
he's their
when it
hardware
comes to
guy.
language models.
Yeah, AI in
And
your
we're working
doorbell.
with leading developer tools companies like LangChain, Chroma, and many more to support
their
the
hello
PaLM
doorbell
API.
is supposed to identify people at
also
the door, and
integrated
mostly just says, I don't know who that is.
Like Firebase and Colab.
That's almost all it says. Somebody's at the door, but I don't know who they are.
You can hear a lot more about the PaLM API in the developer keynote and sign up today. Now, to show
If you
you
can
just
remember the
how
name.
powerful the PaLM API is, I want to share one concept that 5 engineers at Google put together over the last few weeks.
Well, that's encouraging.
The idea is called Project Tailwind, and we think of it as an AI
Here's one more thing we slapped together.
helps you learn faster. Like a real notebook, your notes and your sources power Tailwind. How it works is you can simply pick the files from Google Drive, and it effectively creates a personalized and private AI model that has expertise in the information
that's interesting.
that you give it. We've been developing this idea with authors like Stephen Johnson and testing it at
my friend Steven.
like Arizona State.
So if all of his books were on Drive, he would just feed them to Tailwind.
Yeah, I want to take everything with this book I'm working on now.
Yeah, you could see that would be valuable for an author.
I'm a student taking a computer science history class. I'll open up Tailwind, and I can quickly see in Google Drive all my different notes and assignments and readings. I can insert them. And what'll happen when Tailwind loads up is you can see my different notes and articles on the side. Here they are in the middle. And it instantly creates a study guide.
Presupposes that this is something more than just mansplaining your content to you.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I can come over here and quickly change it to go across all the different sources and type something like create glossary for Hopper.
Okay, that'd be useful, right?
And
An automatic glossary or index.
Is it'll automatically compile a glossary associated with all the different notes and articles relating to Grace Hopper, the computer science history pioneer. Look at this, Flowmatic, COBOL, compiler, all created based on my notes.
Sorry.
Now let's try one more. I'm going to try something else.
I yawn all the time on camera.
That was not a theatrical yawn.
So you're doing Twig.
Physical yawn.
So Dynabook, this was a concept from
No
Alan
comment
Kay.
intended.
Again, Tailwind, going out, finding all the different
So
things.
this was created by a bunch of Google engineers in 5 days.
5 weeks.
Oh, 5 weeks?
No, 5 people in a few days, yeah.
It was a visionary product. It was a missed opportunity. But my favorite part is it shows its work. You can see the citations here. When I hover over, here's something from my class notes. Here's something from an article the teacher assigned. It's all right here.
Jason Howell, who's in the audience, is pointing out in our Discord that a year ago this would have been a bigger deal, but the blow is softened by ChatGPT.
It's still in its early days, but we've had so much fun.
He calls them table stakes.
And we realize it's not just
but he spells it STEAKS. So I think he's maybe a little hungry.
Many different sources that you choose.
Wishful thinking for the Google sandwiches.
Please
or
give me some
analysts
table
going
stakes.
through earnings calls, or even lawyers preparing for a
More
case.
falafel? Really?
Imagine collaborating with an AI that's grounded.
But we
in
love
what
hummus.
you've
Everybody
read
loves
in
hummus.
all of your
Aparna
notes.
told us that.
We want to make it available to try it out if you want to see it.
G.co/labs.
I'd take
That'd be useful for an author.
On my book.
Yeah, but
there's a lot more you can
But
do.
what it's going to feed back to me is just
more of what you wrote and no
have something to
insight.
say.
Yeah, no insight, right?
There's no book.
Yeah. So now Labs is up and is offering us some of these
the best ML infrastructure
things.
with powerful models.
Tailwind is a
including
wait
those in
list.
Vertex,
I'm
and
signing up for it
API
now.
Tools to quickly generate your own applications.
Now watch what's going to
Building
happen.
bold AI requires a responsible
Am I an
approach.
academic researcher or a
So let
journalist?
me
I'll
hand it
say
over to
academic.
James to share more. Thanks.
Oh, it didn't tell me, screw you. You have the wrong kind of account.
Oh, yay.
Probably get an email to that effect.
Hi, everyone. I'm James. In addition to research, I lead a new area at Google called Technology and Society. Growing up in Zimbabwe, I could not have imagined all
He's
the
Google's
amazing
first
and groundbreaking
SVP
innovations
of Technology and
that we've
Society.
presented on the stage today.
Whoa. What's his last name?
And while I feel it's important
Menyika,
to
he's from
celebrate
Zimbabwe.
the incredible progress in AI and the immense potential that it has for people and society everywhere, we must also acknowledge that it's an emerging technology that is still being developed, and there's still so much more to do.
So he's the Timnit Gebru. or
Earlier, you heard
Margaret
Sundar say
Mitchell
that
of,
our approach to AI must be both bold and responsible. While there's a natural tension between the two, we believe it's not only possible, but in fact critical to embrace that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is to be responsible from the start.
He was in the Obama administration as vice chair of the U.S. Global Development Council,
In many scientific
director and
fields,
chairman of McKinsey's
including medical
Global
breakthroughs.
Institute.
Take, for example, Google DeepMind's AlphaFold, which can accurately predict the 3D shapes
Council
of
of Foreign Relations,
200
MacArthur
million
Foundation,
That's nearly
Hewlett
all
Foundation,
the proteins known to science.
Aspen Institute. He's a fellow at DeepMind. This guy's got a pretty good resume.
Years of progress
Yeah.
in just weeks.
He's a roboticist. That was his profession before he became an ethicist.
So far, more than 1 million researchers around the world have used AlphaFold's predictions, including Feng Xiang's pioneering
AlphaFold's
lab
pretty
at the
amazing.
Broad Institute of
Yes.
MIT and Harvard. Yeah.
I want to hear him talk about how they're going to keep it, be responsible.
In fact, in March this year,
That's the separator.
Zhang and his colleagues at MIT announced that they'd used AlphaFold to develop a novel molecular syringe, which could deliver drugs to help improve the effectiveness of treatments
So
for
this guy's
diseases like cancer.
Sundar Pichai, direct report. His job, he was hired last year, is to advise Google and Sundar on AI, the future of work, digital economy.
Bold and beneficial
He's the
breakthroughs.
conscience of Google.
AI also has the potential to worsen existing societal challenges like unfair bias, as well as pose new challenges as it becomes more advanced and new uses emerge. That's why we believe it's imperative to take a responsible approach to AI. This work centers around our AI principles that we first established in 2018. These principles guide product development, and they help us assess every AI application. They prompt questions like, will it be socially beneficial? Or could it lead to harm in any way? One area that is top of mind for us is misinformation. Generative AI makes it easier than ever.
This is what you were talking about, Jeff. This is the
But it also raises additional
thing Google could stand up and say, we're going to be the ones.
That's why we're developing and providing people with tools to evaluate
trustworthy
online
AI.
information. For example, have you come across a photo on a website or one shared by a friend with very little context, like this one of the moon landing, and found yourself wondering, is this reliable? I have, and I'm sure many of you have as well. In the coming months, we're adding 2 new ways for people to evaluate images. First, with our About This Image tool in Google Search, you'll be able to see important information such as when and where similar images may have first appeared.
Yay.
Where else the
Yay.
image has been
Yay.
seen online, including news, fact-checking, and social sites.
We've been asking for this for
All
ages.
this providing you with helpful
That was a
context
Mid-Journey generated
if it's
image.
reliable. Later this year, you'll also be able to use it if you search for an image or screenshot using Google Lens, or when you're on websites in Chrome.
Yes, this is very valuable. This is the kind of thing we've
As we begin
been
to
saying
roll out
for a long
the
time.
generative
This info,
image capabilities
researchers have been dying for.
like Sundar mentioned, we will ensure that every one of our AI generated
For those listening only, it was a staged picture of the moon landing that was generated by an AI, but used by people to prove that the moon landing didn't happen.
outside of our platforms. Not only that, creators and publishers will be able to add similar metadata, so you'll be able to see a label in images in Google Search marking them as AI generated.
We'll see how accurate it is, but that's a great start.
Those are big.
Yeah. Needs to be done, let's put it that way.
As we apply our AI principles, we also start to see potential tensions when it comes to being bold and responsible. Here's an example. Universal Translate is an experimental AI video dubbing service that helps experts translate
Should
a
have hired
speaker's
Alex
voice
Lindsay.
while also matching their lip
There you go.
movements.
I got it back.
Let me show you how it works with an online college course created in partnership
By the way,
with
they
Arizona
show this
State
translator
University.
every Google I/O for the last
What
6
many
years.
college students don't realize is that knowing when to ask for help and then following through on using helpful resources is actually a hallmark of becoming a productive adult.
Muchos universitarios no comprenden que saber cuándo pedir ayuda y usar recursos útiles es en realidad una clave para
They're doing lip
convertirse en un
matching.
adulto productivo.
They matched her lips. Okay, that was pretty impressive. Talk about a deep fake.
We use next generation translation models to translate what the speaker's saying models to replicate the style and the tone, and then match the speaker's lip movements. Then we bring it all together. This is an enormous step forward for learning comprehension, and we're seeing promising results with course completion rates. But there's an inherent tension here. You can see how this can be incredibly beneficial, but some of the same underlying technology could be misused by bad actors to create deep fakes. So we've built this service with guardrails to help prevent misuse, and we make it accessible only to authorized partners. And as Sundar mentioned, soon we'll be integrating new innovations in watermarking into our latest generative models to also help with the challenge of misinformation. Our AI principles also help guide us on what not to do. For instance, years ago, we were the first major company to decide not to make a general-purpose facial recognition API commercially available. We felt there weren't adequate safeguards in place. Another way we live up to our AI principles is with innovations to tackle challenges as they emerge, like reducing the risk of problematic outputs that may be generated by our models. We are one of the first in the industry to develop and launch automated adversarial testing using large language model technology. We do this for queries like this, to help uncover and reduce inaccurate outputs like the one on the left and make them better like the one on the right. We're doing this at a scale that's never been done before at Google, significantly improving the speed, quality, and coverage of testing, allowing safety experts to focus on the most difficult cases. And we're sharing these innovations with others. For example, our Perspective API, originally created to help publishers mitigate toxicity, is now being used in large language models. Academic researchers have used our Perspective API to create an industry evaluation standard. And today, all significant large language models, including those from OpenAI and Anthropic, incorporate this standard to evaluate toxicity generated by their own models.
And then keep it to themselves.
Building AI responsibly must be a collective effort involving researchers, social scientists, industry experts.
The one thing it doesn't address is hallucinations.
And everyday people.
But it addresses other huge issues here in terms of how things will be misused by others.
Vibrant content
That's big.
ecosystem today and in the future. That's why we're getting feedback, and we'll be working with the web community on ways to give publishers choice and control over their web content.
If you're tuning in for Windows Weekly, we'll get to it right after the keynote.
There's so much
because Google's more important than Microsoft, you know?
Oh,
We look forward to working with all of you.
Ixnay.
And now I'll hand it off to Sonia, who will
gang.
speak to you about all the exciting developments we're bringing to Android. Thank you.
So maybe we'll see
Jason
some
Howell
hardware.
wakes up.
Yeah.
Android. Did I hear Android?
Samir Samat, we've talked to him before.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back at Google I/O. As you've heard today, our bold and responsible approach to AI can unlock people's creativity and potential. But how can all this helpfulness reach as many people
This
as
is the man in
possible?
charge of product and design at
Google,
Android.
Our computing platforms
So if there
and
is a
hardware
folding phone,
products have been integral
Samir will be the
to
one
that
to
mission.
show it.
From the beginning of Android, we believed that an open OS would enable a whole ecosystem and bring smartphones to everyone. And as we all add more devices to our lives, like tablets, TVs, cars, and more, this openness creates the freedom to choose the devices that work best for you. With more than 3 billion Android devices, we've now seen the benefits of using AI to improve experiences at
We thank
scale.
ACI Learning for making this possible. We're going to pause this. I'm going to tell you a little bit about ACI Learning, and then we'll get right back to it. Our show today brought to you by ACI Learning. The days of boring, archaic training methods finally over. 94% of CIOs and CISOs agree. Attracting and retaining talent is becoming increasingly critical to their roles, especially in cybersecurity. ACI Learning's private boot camps for business get your team up to speed, whether it's a technical project or you need certification on the latest tech, or you want to learn cybersecurity or improve your cybersecurity posture. Be entertained while you train and feel empowered to keep your organization safe and secure. I got to tell you this statistic. They told me this. It blew me away. The average completion rate for most training is about 30%. That means 70% of your employees, the people taking these trainings, just get bored and drop them after, a little bit. 30%. ACI Learning has an 80% completion rate. That tells you something. Their content is compelling, it's engaging, it's fun, and it's very important for you and your team. This is a format IT professionals want. ACI Learning, they've got ISO certification. Your business is in the best hands. Fill out the form at go.acilearning.com/twit. Get more information on a free 2-week training trial program for your team. Thank you, ACI Learning, for supporting our coverage of Google I/O. We're going to unpause the tape and continue with the keynote. He's getting a spam call right now.
We can all agree that's pretty useful. There are so many opportunities where AI can just make things better. Today, we'll talk about 2 big ways Android is bringing that benefit of computing to everyone. First, continuing to connect you to the most complete ecosystem of devices, where everything works better together. And second,
better together. Wow,
using AI to make the things you love about Android even better, starting with customization and expression. Let's begin by talking about Android's ecosystem of devices, starting with 2 of the most important, tablets and watches. Over the last 2 years, we've redesigned the experience on large screens, including tablets and foldables. We introduced a new system for multitasking that makes it so much easier to take advantage of all that extra screen real estate and seamlessly move between apps.
Which you would know if anybody would just buy an Android tablet, for crying out loud.
50 Google apps, including Gmail, Photos, and Meet. And we're working closely with partners such as Minecraft, Spotify, and Disney Plus to build beautiful experiences that feel intuitive on larger screens. People are falling in love with Android tablets, and there are more great devices to pick from than
not go
ever.
Crazy here.
Stay tuned for our hardware announcements, where you just might see some of the awesome new features we're building for tablets in action.
Stay tuned.
It's really exciting to see the...
Is that going to be after the table stakes? Because I'm getting hungry.
It's really exciting to see the momentum in smart watches as well. Wear OS is now the fastest growing watch platform, just 2 years after launching Wear OS 3 with Samsung.
Fastest growing.
A top ask from fans has been for more.
We sold 5 and now we've sold 10. It's doubled
I'm
year
excited
over
to
year.
share that WhatsApp is bringing their first ever watch app to Wear this summer.
That was a big announcement earlier this week. Well,
I'm really enjoying using WhatsApp
Wednesday,
on my
so
wrist. I can start a new conversation, reply to messages by voice, and even take calls. I can't wait for you to try it. Our partnership on Wear OS with Samsung has been amazing, and I'm excited about our new Android collaboration on Immersive XR. We'll share more later this year.
Immersive XR, interesting.
Now,
That's of course what Apple
we all know that to
expects
get
to
the
announce
best
in
experience, all these devices need to work seamlessly together. It's got to be simple. That's why we built FastPair, which lets you easily connect more than 300 headphones. And why we have Nearby Share to easily move files between your phone, tablet, or
Direct
Windows and
copies
Chrome
of
OS
Apple
computer.
technologies that came much
And
earlier.
Cast to make streaming video and
Same thing.
audio to your devices ultra simple with support from over
That's okay,
3,000
because
apps.
we're at the point now where phones really have to all do the
your
same
devices
thing. So.
Connected, but if you're anything like me,
These IOs are, look what we've done for you over the years. Don't you love us?
Just ask my family. I misplace my earbuds at least 3 times a day, which is why we're launching a major update to our Find My Device experience.
They even call
to
it
support
Find
a wide
My.
range of devices in your life, including headphones, tablets, and more. It's powered by a network of billions of Android devices around the world. So if you leave your earbuds at the gym, other nearby Android devices can help you locate them. And for other important things in your life, like your bicycle or suitcase, Tile, Chipolo, and others will have tracker tags that work with the Find My Device network as well. Now, we took some time to really get this right, because protecting your privacy and safety is vital. From the start, we designed the network in a privacy-preserving way, where location information is encrypted. No one else can tell where your devices are located, not even Google. This is also why we're introducing unknown tracker alerts. Your phone will tell you if an unrecognized tracking tag is moving with you and help you locate it.
You would only be impressed by any of this if you had never used an iPhone, I guess.
On your
Right.
Android phone.
Well, hey.
On other types of phones as well.
I'm going to start making Microsoft cracks
this
again
is
if you're not
important.
careful.
Other types of
Industry
phones as
standard
well.
with Apple, outlining how unknown tracker alerts will work
This is
across all smartphones.
That's something they need to have, obviously, because if you've got an AirTag following you around, you need to want to know about it.
Both the new Find My Device experience and unknown tracker alerts are coming later this summer. Now, we've talked a lot about connecting devices, but Android's also about connecting people. After all, phones were created for us to communicate with our friends and family. When you're texting in a group chat, you shouldn't have to worry about whether everyone is using the same type of phone.
Oh, no, you shouldn't.
Sending high quality images and video,
And this is their
getting
RCS
typing
pitch.
notifications, and end-to-end encryption.
Too bad Apple doesn't
should all
support it,
just
huh?
work.
Yeah.
That's why we've worked with our partners
Apple
on upgrading
snobs.
old SMS and MMS technology to a modern standard called RCS that makes all of this possible.
If only.
And there are now over 800 million people with
would do it.
RCS.
Just not the Apple people.
On our way to over 1 billion by the end of the year. We hope every mobile operating system gets the message and adopts RCS.
They should just drop this campaign. It ain't going to happen. And it's not effective.
In the group chat together.
It just reminds people that they can't.
No matter what device we're using.
Do they think this puts pressure on
Whether
Apple?
it's connecting with your loved ones
I don't know.
or connecting all of your devices, Android's complete ecosystem makes it easy. Another thing people love about Android is the ability to customize their devices and express themselves. Here's Dave to tell you how we're taking this to the next level with generative AI.
So there's your Android update.
Screensaver?
I don't understand. Bring me the phones.
Yeah.
Well, there's some people sneaking out.
All right, thanks, Samira, and hello, everyone. So here's the thing. People want to express themselves in the products they use every day, from the clothes they wear, to the car they drive, to their surroundings at home. We believe the same should be true for your technology. Your phone should feel like it was made just for you. And that's why customization has always been at the core of the Android experience. This year, we're combining Android's guided customization
This guy's been on the Android
with
team since
Google's advances in
2007.
generative AI, so your phone can feel even more personal.
Came to Google
So let me show you what this looks
when they
like.
acquired his company, Vox Pilot.
Messages and conversations can be so much more expressive, fun, and playful with Magic Compose. It's a new feature coming to Google Messages, powered by generative AI, that helps you add that extra spark of personality to your conversation.
AI emojis.
So just type your message like you normally would, and then choose how you want to sound. Magic Compose will do the rest. So your messages give off more positivity, more rhymes, more professionalism.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Or if you want,
Shakespeare
the style
was
of
one
a
of the
certain
buttons.
playwright.
Oh.
To try or not to try this feature, that is the question. Now, we also have new personalizations coming to the OS layer. At Google I/O 2 years ago,
People can't even write a
we
text by themselves.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
It's a design system that combines user inspiration with
a good
dynamic
idea.
color science
Sure, Apple
for a
will copy
fully
it by next
personalized
year.
experience. We're continuing to expand on this in Android 14 with all new customization options coming to your lock screen. So now I can add my own personalized style to the lock screen clock, so it looks just the way I want.
Oh, this is...
And what's more, with the new
trivial.
customized
This is
lock
Keynote
screen,
material?
Yeah, well,
I can instantly jump into my most frequent activities.
Pick a font, any ugly font.
What really makes your lock screen and home screen yours is the wallpaper. And it's the first thing that many of us set when we get a new phone.
I was
now,
joking.
emojis are such a fun and simple way of expressing yourself, so we thought, wouldn't it be cool to bring them to your wallpaper?
No.
So with emoji wallpapers, you choose your favorite combination of emoji, pick the perfect pattern, and then find just the
Where's the shark? We just went over it.
all together. So let's take a look. And I'm not going to use the laptops. I'm going to use a phone.
Feet are wet.
Emoji wallpaper.
So let's see. I'm going to go into the wallpaper picker, and I'm going to tap on the new option for emojis. And I'm feeling in a kind of, I don't know, zany mood with all you people looking at me. So I'm going to pick this guy, and let's see, who else is in here? This one looks pretty cool. Like
There's
an 8-bit
wallpaper
one.
you're never going to use.
Obviously that one. Somebody said there was a duck on stage earlier, so let's go find a duck. Hello, duck. Where's the duck? Can anyone see a duck?
Yeah, you
Where's
just
the duck
passed it,
down?
dude.
There's
You
a
passed
duck.
by it. Back
All right,
by.
there he is. Okay, we got some ducks. Okay, cool. And then pattern-wise, we got a bunch of different patterns you can pick. I'm gonna pick mosaic. That's
Did he
my
actually put the
favorite.
poop emoji
I'm
on his
gonna play with the
wallpaper?
zoom.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see, we'll get this just right. Okay, I got
I hate the
enough
poop
ducks in
emoji.
there. Okay, cool. And then colors, let's see. Ooh, that pops.
Oh, this is awful.
This is the Keynote?
This is awful.
The freaking Keynote?
Maybe that one looks good. That looks good. I like that one. All
Oh,
right,
lordy,
Google,
lordy.
you get one of these a year, Google. You don't have to put it all in, though.
pretty cool, huh?
Plus, let's make it extra long so we can put in poop emojis on your phone screen.
And the little emojis,
Oh,
they react
lordy,
to the
lordy,
tap
lordy.
I find this unusually satisfying, and
It's like he just had marijuana.
okay.
And his focus can't focus. You know?
Look what I can do.
Look at this.
And so with the new cinematic wallpaper feature, you can create a stunning 3D image from any regular photo and then use it as your wallpaper. So let's take a look.
Oh,
so this time
Lord.
we're going to go into.
This is like a bad AT&T sales pitch.
And I really like this photo of my daughter, so let me select that. And you'll notice there's a sparkle icon
Cute
at the
kid.
top. So if I tap that, I get a new option for cinematic wallpaper. So let me activate that and then wait for it. Boom. Okay. Now, under the hood, we're using an on-device convolutional neural network to estimate depth, and then a generative adversarial network for in-painting as the background
Ken
moves.
Burns effect
The
comes
result
to your
is
phone.
A beautiful cinematic 3D photo. So then let me set the wallpaper,
We'll use
and then I'm
$3
going to return home.
billion worth of
And check out the
technology
parallax effect
to
as I
give
tilt the
you
device. It literally
this.
jumps off the screen.
Oh, Leo, this is sad. I got to admit, this is sad.
So both cinematic wallpapers and emoji wallpapers are coming first to
You
Pixel
Microsoft
devices.
people, we're sorry. You'll be there soon.
Yeah. Windows Weekly still to come.
So let's say you don't have the perfect wallpaper photo handy, or you just want to have fun and create something new. With our new generative AI wallpapers, you choose what inspires you, and then we create
This is getting
beautiful
more time
wallpaper to fit your vision.
than-
So let's take a look.
Then the ethics
So this
guy.
time,
Almost anything.
I'm going to go and select create a wallpaper with AI.
Bread and circuses,
And
baby.
I like classic arts. Let me tap that. Now, you'll notice at the bottom, we use structured prompts to make it easier to create. So, for example, I can pick, what am I going to do? City by the Bay in a post-impressionist style. Cool. And I tap create wallpaper. Nice. Now, behind the scenes, we're using Google's text-to-image diffusion models to generate completely new and original wallpapers. And I can swipe through and see all the different options that it's created. And some of these look really cool, right?
Ron Richards,
let me pick this one. I like this one.
Before the keynote began, said, wouldn't it be funny if at the end of the keynote, they said, and Bard wrote this entire keynote. How about that?
I think it did.
At the time, I thought, oh, come on. But now it's even more and more
You can
likely.
see that the system's color palette is automatically adapted to match the wallpaper I created. Generative AI wallpapers will be
I mean,
coming
really, we've
this
just
fall.
run out of features we can have on smartphones. They do everything you want them to do, and there's no breakthrough feature.
So from a thriving ecosystem of devices to AI-powered expression, there is so much going on right now in
No,
Android.
there's not. No,
Okay,
there's
Rick is
not.
up next to show you how this Android
There's nothing
innovation
going
is coming
on.
to life in the Pixel family of devices.
Here we go. Let's get Rick Osterloh on stage. Get some excitement out here. There's Rick.
That was 7 minutes of wallpaper.
Yeah. Crazy.
Jeez.
Crazy.
The pace of AI innovation over the past year has been astounding. As you heard Sundar talk about earlier, new advances are transforming everything from creativity and productivity to knowledge and learning. Now let's talk about what that innovation means for Pixel, which has been leading the way in AI-driven hardware experiences for years. Now, from the beginning, Pixel was conceived as an AI-first mobile computer, bringing together all the amazing breakthroughs across the company and putting them into a
It's a
Google
mobile
device
computer.
you
This
can
is not a
hold in your hand.
podcast. It's a netcast.
Other phones have AI features, but Pixel is the only phone with AI at the center.
This
And
is
I
the
mean
guy
that
who
literally.
told the team the Pixel 4 was crap just a week before launch.
To put Google's leading-edge AI research to work.
So I
in our
expect
Pixel
more
devices.
from Rick.
By combining Tensor's
We like
on-device
Rick. I love
intelligence
Rick.
with Google's AI in the cloud,
He's been somewhat
Pixel delivers truly personal AI.
emasculated
Your device adapts
by
to your own needs
over
and
the years.
preferences,
He's become
and
more
it
of a corporate guy.
anticipates how it can help you save
He came to
time
Google
and
when
get more
they
done.
bought Motorola and
This
was
personal AI
in
enables
charge
all
of
those
the
helpful experiences
really
that Pixel's
excellent
known
Moto
for
X.
that aren't available on any other mobile device, like Pixel Call Assist, which helps you avoid long hold times, navigate phone tree menus.
The AI run locally is important. This is
useful. Yeah.
Consumer use of AI. Yeah.
Personal AI also enables helpful Pixel speech experiences. On-device machine learning translates different languages for you, transcribes conversations in real time, and understands how you talk and type. And you're protected with Pixel Safe, a collection of features that keep you safe online and in the real world. And of course, there's Pixel Camera. It understands faces, expressions, and skin tones to better depict you and the people you care about, so your photos will always look amazing. We're also constantly working to make Pixel Camera
This keynote
more
actually
inclusive
demonstrates that
and more
lack of
accessible,
leadership we're talking
with
about.
features like real-time.
Each division kind of got to do its own thing, and there was no overall. There was nobody to say, no, we're not going to do that. Focus, folks.
Pixel experiences continue to be completely unique in mobile computing. And that's because Pixel's the only phone engineered end-to-end by Google, and the only phone that combines Google Tensor,
that used to be a good thing.
Android, and AI.
I don't know
Still
if it's
is.
a selling point.
It's still the
Is
best
it?
Android phone. Yeah. I mean, not that I use them. All you do, but
With this combination
Pixel's a
of
good
hardware and
phone.
software, Pixel lets you experience
No?
all
Yeah, that's
those
fine.
incredible new AI-powered features you saw
I mean, Samsung
today
outsells them,
in
but
one place.
100 to 1.
For example, the
Yeah.
new Magic Editor in Google Photos that Sundar showed you, it'll be available
Magic
for
Editor,
early
okay, this
access
is
to
nice.
select Pixel phones later this year,
Later this
opening
year
up a whole new
to
avenue
select
of creativity
Pixel
with your
phones.
photos. And Dave just showed you how Android's adding depth to how you can express yourself with generative AI wallpapers.
You remember that, don't you?
And
Do you?
across
Do
search,
you remember that?
Workspace.
I'm old enough to remember.
New features powered by large
The
language
7 minutes I
models
lost.
spark your imagination, make big
Android
tasks
wallpaper.
more manageable.
It moves.
And help you find better answers to everyday
It poops.
questions, all from your Pixel device. We have so many more exciting developments in the space, and we can't wait to show you more in the coming months.
What?
Now, it's probably no surprise that as AI keeps getting more and more helpful, our Pixel portfolio keeps growing
There
in
you
popularity.
go. Here we go.
There we go.
Last year's Pixel devices are our most popular generation yet, with both users and respected
We sold
reviewers and
twice as many.
40 of them.
Yeah.
Our Pixel phones won multiple Phone of the Year awards.
There's a
Yes,
quote
thank you.
from Ron Richards coming up here. There's
And in the
Marcus
premium
Brownlee.
smartphone category, Google is the
need to
fastest
do awards,
growing
Leo.
OEM in our markets.
Worst
One of our
keynote
more
presentation
popular products
goes
is
to
the Pixel A series, which delivers incredible. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It delivers incredible Pixel performance in a very affordable device. And to continue the I/O tradition, let me show you the newest member of our A series.
7A, which, you know,
Today,
everybody knows is
we're
coming.
completely upgrading everything you love about our
Jason's
A
gonna be
series
getting
with
wound
the
up.
gorgeous new Pixel 7a. Like all Pixel 7 series devices, Pixel 7a is powered by our flagship Google Tensor G2 chip, and it's paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which ensures Pixel 7a delivers best-in-class performance and intelligence. And you're gonna love the camera. The 7a takes the crown from 6a as the highest rated camera in its class, with the biggest upgrade ever to our A series camera hardware, including a 72% bigger main camera sensor.
Jason says in the Discord that the gap between the standard of the A series continues to
Now
lessen.
here's the best part. Pixel 7a is available today, starting at $499.
Yeah, I've
What does the
often
7
recommended these
It's
to Android
it's an unbeatable
buyers. It's
combination of
pure
design,
Google,
performance,
pure Android,
and photography,
well
all
designed,
at a
high
great value.
quality, relatively
You can check out the
inexpensive.
entire Pixel
About the
7a
half the
lineup
price of the
on the
Pro
Google
version.
Store, including our exclusive coral color.
So $599
We're going
for
to
the
show
7
you how we're continuing
starting
to
versus
expand the
$499
Pixel
for the A.
portfolio
Yeah, it's not that much of a
into new
difference, is
form
there?
factors.
Yeah, $100 less.
Here
than the
we
7.
go.
Oh, this is the folder. Yeah,
you missed it. You can see the gap.
Like foldables and tablets.
The sandwich.
You can see them right there. It's a complete ecosystem of AI-powered devices engineered by Google. Here's Rose to show you what a larger screen Pixel can do for you.
At last.
Okay, let's talk tablets, which have been a little bit frustrating. It's always hard to know where they fit in, and they haven't really changed in the past 10 years. A lot of times they're sitting forgotten in the drawer, and that
killed the
one
Nexus
moment
7.
you need it, it is out of battery.
Meanies.
We believe tablets and large screens in general still have a lot of potential. So we set out to build something different, making big investments across Google Apps, Android, and Pixel to reimagine how large screens can deliver a more helpful experience.
Oh, that looks like
Pixel Tablet is the
This
only
might be the
tablet
docking,
engineered
yeah.
by Google
Yeah.
and designed specifically
It's big.
to be helpful
It's big.
in your hand
And I love it that it
and
docks
in the place
and
they are
becomes a
used the
smart
most,
screen. I think
the
that's
home.
really smart.
We designed the Pixel Tablet.
showed this
Wonder if
before,
is there a
of course.
keyboard?
Helpful Pixel experiences. And that starts with
11-inch
hardware.
display.
A beautiful 11
they've shown this before, this
high-resolution
docking
display
idea.
with crisp audio from the 4 built-in
And they've
speakers.
said, later
A
in
premium
2023,
aluminum enclosure with a nanoceramic coating that feels great in
we're
the
seeing a
hand
little bit more
and
of
is
it than we did
cool to the
last time.
touch. The world's best Android experience on a tablet powered by Google Tensor G2 for long-lasting battery life and cutting-edge personal AI.
You know, Google created its own chips, just as Apple did. But I don't know if they're getting the
Pixel camera
credit
specifically for video calling.
that Apple
Pixel
gets for
tablets
its
are
chips.
Fantastic video calling devices. And with Pixel tablet, you are always in frame, in focus, and looking your best. The large
Just
screen
don't
makes
move.
Pixel tablet the best Pixel device for editing photos with AI-powered tools like Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur. Now, typing on a tablet can be so frustrating.
Maybe you're going to
With
get your
Pixel
keyboard.
Speech and Tensor G2,
Oh,
we
no.
have the best voice
Dictation.
recognition, making voice typing nearly 3 times faster.
I'm with them on that. I do that all the time.
As Samir
Yeah,
mentioned,
but not in an airport.
making
Yeah, you
huge
have to-
investments to create great
And you
apps
can't have family members who like to punk you
more than
talking while you're dictating.
With Pixel
I
tablet,
rarely
you're
get a
getting
clean
great
dictation.
tablet hardware with great tablet apps. But we saw an opportunity to make the tablet even more helpful in the home. So we engineered
I
a
really like this idea
first-of-its-kind
of turning it into a
charging
smart
speaker
screen.
dock.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. I could see replacing my Nest smart hubs with that.
It gives the tablet a home. And now you never have to worry about it being charged. Pixel tablet is always ready to help 24/7. When
Price
it's
will be
docked,
the big
The new
question
hub
here.
mode
Yeah.
turns Pixel tablet into a beautiful digital photo frame,
I actually like this
a
idea.
powerful smart home controller, a voice-activated helper, and a shared
I
entertainment
have
device.
3 and 4 Nest hubs at
Feels
home.
like a smart display, but has one huge advantage. With the ultra-fast fingerprint sensor, I can quickly unlock the device and get immediate
That is
access
a big bezel,
to all
right?
my favorite Android
Yeah, unfortunately. I guess the argument is you have to hold it somewhere.
I'll hold it, right?
discover a new podcast on Spotify, or find something to watch with the tablet-optimized Google TV app. Your media is going to look and sound great with room-filling sound from the
I can see
charging
this
speaker dock.
a college kid.
Pixel tablet is
teenager,
also
you
the
know,
ultimate way to control your smart home.
I think my mom would like it.
Fairly well-to-do college kid.
Well, that's the question. What is this going to
Great
cost?
on Pixel tablet, and it brings together over 80,000 supported smart home devices, including all of your Matter-enabled devices. We also
Yeah, this might be the perfect. Apple has kind of dropped the ball on HomeKit.
also made it really easy to access your smart home controls
I think
directly
Google's
from
got a better
HubSpot.
pitch.
With the new home
frankly,
panel,
the
any family
HomeKit.
member can quickly adjust the lights, lock the doors, or see if a package was delivered. Or if you're lazy like me, you can just use your voice. Now, we know that tablets are often shared. So a tablet for the home needs to support multiple users. Pixel tablet makes switching between users
That's a
super
good
easy.
thing.
So you get your own apps and your own content while maintaining your privacy.
The smart, the Nest Smart Hubs, smart devices actually run Fuchsia on Android.
It is so
So
easy to
they're
move
really not
content
that
between
capable. So
devices.
this would be an interesting
Pixel tablet is the
alternative.
first tablet
Well,
for Chrome.
if they added a keyboard and other things to this starts to maybe replace Chrome.
Maybe.
This is not a browser-based. Nothing they've showed here was browser-based.
No, this is Android.
Show from my phone to the
I know.
tablet.
So you
And
can
then I can
cast
just
to
take
the
tablet
tablet.
off the dock and keep listening or watching all around the house.
It's too, 11
We've
inches
designed
is
a
pretty
new
small
type of
for a
case
TV.
Pixel
Sorry.
tablet that solves the
Yeah.
pain
On an
of
airplane,
flimsy
great.
I
tablet
guess,
cases.
yeah, some people.
Has a built-in stand that provides
Oh, that's cool.
continuous flexibility and is sturdy at
But can you
all
use the case
angles.
with the dock?
So you can confidently use your tablet anywhere, on a plane, in bed, or in the kitchen. The case easily docks, so you
Yeah,
never
that's-
have to
that's
take it off the
dock-sized.
charge.
Ah, perfect.
It's
There
just
you go.
another example
Perfect.
That's
of
well
how we
thought
can
out.
make
Nice,
the tablet
nice,
experience
nice
even more
solution.
helpful.
That's good.
The new Pixel tablet comes in 3 colors. It is available for pre-order today and ships next month, starting at just $4.99.
Well, that's
Same
better than we
price
thought it was going to
as
be.
the original iPad. I mean, do you get the
$6.99
dock?
was the.
Do you get the dock?
And the best part, every Pixel tablet comes bundled with the 129 charging speaker dock for free.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
That
all right.
now at that point, I think it's a A couple $100 more than the smart screen.
It is truly the best tablet in your hand and in your home. To give you an idea,
The Nest Hub Max is
helpful Pixel
$229,
tablet
but
can
it's only
be,
7
we asked
inches,
TV
I think.
personality Michelle Buteau to put it to the test. Let's see how that went.
When Google asked me to spend
we're
the
an
day
hour 49 in.
I was a little apprehensive.
If you're just tuning in for Windows Weekly, we will do the show immediately.
He's sorry. He's very sorry.
I apologize.
All Google's fault.
On a charger for something. So when the Google folks said something about a tablet that docks,
I really do like that. I think that's really quite smart.
then Google prove it.
The show today brought to you by our great friends at ACI Learning. We're not going to cut away from the keynote. I will pause the video to do the ad, and then we'll be right back. All right, we got it paused. You're not missing a thing, I promise you. TWiT News brought to you today by ACI Learning. Tech was one industry where opportunities are outpacing growth, especially in cybersecurity. 1/3 of information security jobs require a cybersecurity certification. And ongoing training is absolutely critical to keeping your security posture up and to avoiding redundancy in your job. Let ACI Learning help you choose the best certifications for your career and uncover the suitable funding options to help you pay for your training. Don't forget, veterans, ACI has a fantastic program for vets. Don't just land a job. Start a secure, lifelong career. ACI Learning is with you every step of the way with binge-worthy, on-demand, virtual instructor-led training. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit to learn more. And don't forget the offer code TWIT30 for 30% off a standard or premium individual IT Pro membership. ACI Learning. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit. All right, John, you can take your finger off the pause and press play as we continue with Google I/O 2023.
Around this much sand, some of it got caught in my belly button, and I had a pearl 2 weeks later.
TMI. Thank you.
So this
They're
one
not showing it for video
6
calls,
shows
are they?
just popped up.
Oh, it's got a
based
camera.
off my preferences.
Yeah,
They were
it
like,
should.
Hey,
That should be
girl.
one of the uses.
Yeah.
I guess she's doing it right now.
But that was good.
Okay,
My husband
fine.
was actually
I like this.
So I have to
I can see
rely on
replacing
him
an
to make
Echo.
everything nice
You know,
and pretty.
the Amazon
But now,
device with
I
this.
love this picture of me and my son, but there's a boom mic there. Look.
Yeah, because it's like you get
a tablet.
It's the reverse. You get the Echo, then you get to take you get plus a tablet.
Right.
I'm gonna do both.
Right, you get to take it away.
Boom! How cute
Sit
is
in bed
that?
with it.
And so I hope not only you guys are happy with me reviewing this, but that you'll also give
Can
me
I keep it?
Can I keep it? 7A is now on the Google Store in its lovely coral
You're not? Okay.
color.
Because I am.
Ah, and there's the Pixel tablet. Let me just get that pre-order in. In porcelain,
Are there
hazel,
choices
Pretty good
on the
first review.
and rose. Yes, porcelain.
Now,
hazel,
tablets aren't the only large screen
rose.
device we want to show you today. It's
Pixel
been
Fold
really
is on the
exciting
store too,
to
Leo.
see foldables
$17.99.
take off over the past few
It is $17.99. That was the rumored price.
Android's driven so much innovation in this new form factor, and we see tremendous potential here. We've heard from our users that the Dream Foldable should have a
the case
versatile
is
form
sold
factor,
separately for the
making
tablet.
it great to use both folded and unfolded. It should also have a flagship level camera system that truly takes advantage of the unique design. And an app experience that's fluid and seamless across both screens. Creating a foldable like that, it really means pushing the envelope with state-of-the-art technology. And that means an ultra-premium $17.99 device. Now to get there, we've been working closely with our Android colleagues to create a new standard for foldable technology.
I've used both the
Introducing
Samsung Galaxy Fold
Pixel Fold.
and the Flip. And I'm not crazy about the foldable screens, but they work. They do the job. I think this will be an interesting product. Some people do seem to like that. It's a lot of
Tensor
money.
G2,
But
Android
but
innovation,
so is the Fold,
AI
the Galaxy Fold.
for an incredible
It's just too big for my
phone
pocket.
Yeah.
that unfolds
That's the problem.
into an incredible compact tablet.
And this, like the Galaxy Fold,
It's the only
is thick.
foldable engineered by Google to adapt to how you want to use it, with a familiar front display that works great when
Somewhat
it's folded.
small.
And when it's unfolded,
5.8 inch.
it's our thinnest phone yet.
It is pretty
And the
amazing. You
thinnest
basically have 3
foldable on the
screens.
market.
Yeah. 7.6 inch when
Now, to
unfolded,
get there,
5.8 when
we had to
closed.
pack a flagship level phone into nearly half the thickness, which meant completely redesigning components like the telephoto lens and the battery and a lot
They do
more.
claim it to be
So
thinner
it can fold up,
than the Galaxy
fit in
Fold.
your pocket, and retain that familiar smartphone silhouette when it's in your hand. But Pixel Fold has 3 times the screen space of a normal phone. You unfold it, and you're treated to an expansive 7.6-inch display that opens flat with a custom 180-degree fluid friction hinge. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's a powerful smartphone when it's convenient, and an immersive tablet when you need one.
I'm not sure how big this market is.
And like every phone we make,
Yeah.
Pixel Fold is built to last. We've extensively tested the hinge to be the most durable of any
Gamers?
foldable. Corning Gorilla Glass
Maybe.
Victus
That was a
protects
question.
it from exterior scratches, while the IPX8 water-resistant design safeguards
Gamers and people who like to watch a lot of entertainment when they're not sitting at home.
yeah. Pixel device. Pixel Fold
That's a lot of people.
gives you entirely
A lot of people
new
in the
ways
subway
to
are
take
watching shows.
stunning
Do you
photos
see
all the time.
people with
Pixel
folds
camera.
here and there?
Folds no.
You put the
Yeah, I
camera
don't
in tabletop mode to capture the stars. And you can get closer with the best zoom on a foldable. And use the best camera on the phone for your selfies.
I mean, Samsung's
The unique
continue to make
combination
them,
of
so
form
they must sell
factor,
enough of them to
triple rear camera
justify it.
hardware, and personal AI with Tensor
I imagine
G2
Google's getting
make
the
it
screen from
best
Samsung.
Foldable camera system.
Oh.
Well,
interesting.
yeah, they're all,
Now, there's so many experiences that feel even more natural with the Pixel Fold. One is the dual screen interpreter mode. Your Pixel Fold can use both displays.
It says from
displays.
$17.99, but there's only one option, $256.
To provide a live translation to you and the person you're talking to. So it's really easy to connect across
cool,
languages.
But 3 people will use that.
actually, that's really cool.
And powering all of this is Google Tensor G2.
I was too shy to use that in as we traveled. But I love the idea, right?
Device,
Yeah.
including safety, speech, and call assist. Plus, it's got great performance for on-the-go multitasking and entertainment. And the entire foldable experience is built on Android. So let's get Dave back out here to show you the latest improvements to Android you'll get to experience.
You're going to
on a
love the
Pixel.
wallpaper. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, Windows Weekly is never happening.
No
It's now
more
been
wallpaper.
preempted. Just joking.
Thanks, Rick. From new form factors and customizability to biometrics and computational photography, Android has always been at the forefront of mobile industry breakthroughs.
By the way, this guy,
And recently we've been working
you might have
on
noticed his accent a lot. He's Irish, but he's obviously worked hard to get rid of it. So he just sounds like we can't figure out what the hell accent he's got.
Demos on the new Pixel Fold. All right, let's do it. It starts the second I unfold the device with this stunning wallpaper animation.
Oh no,
And
wallpaper
the hinge
again!
sensor is actually driving
See the crease?
animation.
I mean,
And
a
it's
lot of people would
subtle
say
thing
doesn't
that
bother
makes
them.
the device
I'm
feel
not
so
crazy about it.
dynamic and alive. Yeah, I just love that. All right, so let's go back to the folded state. And I'm
But
looking
at least it's
Google
proven to be
Photos
fairly
of a
durable.
snowboarding trip.
Which is a
the scenery is
concern. The
really
first fold had a terrible
show you on the
hinge
big
problem.
screen. I just
I think
opened my
we've solved
phone
that,
and the video
and I presume that
instantly
Google
expands
solves
into this
it.
gorgeous full screen view.
Dust and stuff was getting in there.
Yeah.
We call this feature continuity, and we've obsessed over every
The aspect
millisecond it
ratio is
takes for apps to
a little bit of an
seamlessly
issue.
adapt from the small screen to the larger screen. Now, all work and no play makes Davey a dull boy. So I'm going to message my buddy about getting back out on the mountain. I can just swipe to bring up the
Mountain?
new
Yeah,
Android
there's the Irish.
taskbar.
Yeah, it just-
then drag Google Messages
I wish
to
you
the
just
side,
kept
enter
the
split
accent,
screen
to be
mode.
honest
So,
with
I love the Irish accent.
Yeah.
Love it.
to inspire
Just
my
keep
buddy,
it.
I'm going to send them a
Because
photo.
now you
so
just
I can
sound
just
like you're
drag and drop from Google
Eurotrash. You
Photos
don't.
right
It
into my
doesn't.
message,
It
like
doesn't
so.
work.
And thanks to the new Jetpack drag and drop library, this is now supported in a wide variety of apps.
The way they
from
say
Workspace
now
to WhatsApp.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just listened to an
You'll notice we've
audiobook
made a
with an
bunch
Irish
of
I love the Irish
Take
accent.
advantage of the
Beautiful.
larger screen. So, for example, here's the new split keyboard.
And once you know that he's
typing.
Irish, you can kind of
And
tell.
That makes
if I pull
sense,
down
yeah.
From the top, you'll notice the new two-panel
Down,
shade
out.
showing both my notifications and my quick settings at the same time. Now,
Same,
Pixel
those
Fold is
Americans.
great for productivity on the go. And if I swipe up into Overview, you'll notice that we now keep the multitasking windows paired. And for example, I was working on a Google Docs and Slides earlier to prep for this keynote. And I think I've followed most of these tips so far, but I'm not quite done yet.
Talk 50% slower, it says.
Anyway, I can even adjust
Play
the
up
split
the
to
accent,
suit the
they'll love that.
content,
Well,
that I'm viewing. And working this way, it's like having a dual monitor set up in the palm of my hand, allowing me to do two things at once. Which reminds me, I should probably send Rick a quick note. So I'll open Gmail. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to use the new Help Me Write feature.
No, you're
So let's try this
now
out.
at 1 hour 59.
Yeah, really don't have a lot of time.
Sure, yeah, let's see if it works. Okay, Rick.
They have the developer keynotes at 12:30.
Congrats.
We're going to have to really
Pixel Fold,
move along here.
launch.
People want lunch.
Amazing with Android. Okay. And then I probably should say not Android. Hard to type with all you people looking at me. All right. Now, by the power of large language models, allow me to elaborate.
The power of large language
Dear Rick,
models.
Congratulations on the successful launch of Pixel Fold. I'm really impressed with the device and how well it integrates Android. The foldable screen is a game changer, and I can't wait to see
Wow.
what you do with it.
Wow. Of course, it kind of takes some of the shine off it when you know it's all BS generated by an AI.
Yeah, exactly. It's a BSification of all communications.
An awesome entertainment device, and YouTube is just a really great showcase for this. So let's start watching this video on the big screen. Now, look what happens when I fold the device at right angles. YouTube enters what we call tabletop mode, so that the video plays on the top.
That I like.
Samsung
and then
does
we're
this
working
too.
on adding playback controls to the bottom half for an awesome single-handed lean-back
God,
experience.
Twig's going to end about 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight.
Yeah, everything's pushed back now an hour. At
Oh,
least.
man.
Okay.
We'll do.
I guess I have time to go to Starbucks.
Yeah, you do.
We're
You
adding
have time for
support
Cacio e
switching
Pepe
displays
before the
within
show.
an app.
I hope we don't have a full Scotch lesson today.
Now,
Yeah,
by the
we'll
way,
shorten
hi
the
to Julie
Scotch.
behind me. She's the real star of the show.
That's cool.
No offense to Scotch drinkers.
So Pixel Fold has this new button on the bottom right. So I'm going to tap this, and it means I can move the viewfinder to the outside screen. So let me turn the device around.
Ah,
So
that's
why is
nice.
this interesting? Well, it means that the viewfinder is now beside the rear camera system. And that means I can get a high quality, ultra wide, amazing selfie with the best camera on the device. Speaking of which, and you knew where this was going, smile everybody, you look awesome. Woo-hoo. I always wanted to do that at Google I/O keynote. All right. All right, so what you're seeing here is the culmination of several years of work, in fact, on large screens, spanning the Android OS and the most popular apps on the Play Store. All this work comes alive on the amazing new Pixel tablet and Pixel Fold. Check out this video. Thank you.
Well done.
Interesting.
ain't never seen it like this.
You're watching the Google I/O Keynote 2023. As soon as they're over, which I think will be soon, we will go to Windows Weekly. Jeff Jarvis, Leo Laporte, and of course our great sponsor, ACI Learning.
What's your TWiT lunch today?
Today we are going to the Local, it's called. And since it's called the Local, they have local sandwich names, and I got the Petaluma.
So food's there for
Yeah,
you.
the Petaluma looked good. They also have various parks. The Helen Putnam. But no table stakes. I wish they had table stakes.
That demo was awesome.
That should be a good
Across
name for a
Pixel and
sandwich.
Android, we're making huge strides with large screen devices. And we
Well,
can't wait
the market
to get
will
Pixel
let you know.
and Pixel Fold into your hands. And you're not going to have to wait too long. You can pre-order Pixel Fold starting today, and it'll ship next month.
That's a lot of money.
Leo,
I did order
one.
No. I ordered a tablet, though. I'll bring that in for show and tell.
And you'll
Unless more of you join the club so that Leo can order.
No, that's not where your club money goes.
With Pixel Watch. So when you pre-order a Pixel Fold,
Wait a minute.
you'll also get
You get a watch?
Pixel Watch on us.
Yeah, we have a few in the warehouse we couldn't quite move.
The Pixel family continues to grow into the most dynamic mobile hardware portfolio in the market today. From a broad selection of smartphones to watches, earbuds, and now tablets and foldables, there are more ways than ever to experience the helpfulness Pixel's known for, wherever and whenever you need it.
Is that what it's known for?
Now let me pass it back to Sundar.
I had no idea.
Thanks, everyone.
The tablet pairs with the phone and the earbuds, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what that upshot of that is, but...
Thanks, Rick. I'm really enjoying the new tablet and the first Pixel foldable phone. And I'm proud of the progress Android is driving across the ecosystem.
Now that was written by Bard.
I've been reflecting on the big technology shifts that we've all been a part of. The shift with AI is as big as they come. And that's why it's so important that we make AI helpful for everyone. We are approaching it boldly with a sense of excitement. Because as we look ahead,
is this the longest
Google's
keynote
deep
ever?
understanding of information combined with the capabilities of
the I/O
generative
keynotes
AI
usually are a couple hours.
transform
They are?
search
Okay. Yeah.
and all of our products yet again. And we are doing this responsibly in a way that underscores the deep commitment we feel to get it right. No one company can do this alone. Our developer community will be key to unlocking the enormous opportunities ahead. We look forward to working together and building together. So on behalf of all of us at Google, thank you and enjoy the rest of I/O.
And there you go, Sundar Pichai, CEO of Alphabet and Google, saying farewell. Was not, by the way, Alphabet I/O. It was Google I/O, which is interesting. I guess it's more for historic reasons than anything else. Usually they do talk about other Alphabet properties. Not so much here, mostly AI. First hour and 20 minutes devoted to AI.
The next 40 minutes was all wallpaper.
And then wallpaper. And then finally, what is normally the meat of any keynote, new products, and of course a Google Fold and a Google tablet, both of which we've known about for some time. So what's your general feeling about it, Jeff?
I want to be more excited. The thing that got me most was the 4 minutes devoted to responsible AI and responsible computing.
I agree. Yeah.
Adding in more watermarking to know the source of things. We've been disinformation researchers have been begging Google to say, when a photo first appears, tell us so we know that it's new or we know where it came from. That kind of provenance is critical. So all that I think was what could be a Google hallmark, but they didn't do it. Mm-hmm. Microsoft and and OpenAI are rushing forward with ChatGPT. I think irresponsibly. I think it's gonna be accused of coming up with non-factual things constantly. It's gonna be accused of being used to manufacture stuff, and we won't know where it came from because it's not watermarked, at least as of now. We won't know how it was made because OpenAI is just beginning on that. Google had the chance to emphasize this responsibility throughout, and they didn't because I think they're scared of not seeming to have a strategy and rushing in. As usual, they want to say, love us for all we've done over the years. And I do. I love La Vida Google. I love my Google products. They're really good. But there wasn't, I think you were right, Leo, that there wasn't except AI and everything, which has been their strategy for 7 years. There wasn't really an overarching strategy here, which is disappointing. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was a somewhat lackluster event. A lot of what they showed was just, parity with the iPhone and existing platforms.
Parity, not parody.
Not parody, parity, equality. They did the usual begging on RCS. I agree with you. I think the highlight was the conversation about ethics in AI, and they have, a very prestigious guy as a senior vice president reporting directly to Sundar Pichai, representing in a way the conscience of Google. The problem Google has is this conscience has held it back. Maybe appropriately.
Except that's a strength.
Maybe appropriately from your point of view and mine.
If they hadn't fired Gubro and company, if they'd gone with the strength of it and said, we are the ones who are going to do this responsibly, you can trust us to do that, that would have really worked. But it's even after having fired Timnit Gebru, that becomes hard to argue no matter what they do.
Yeah. I think we'll talk more about this on Twig. As usual with the Keynote, it takes a while to digest it. There were a lot of names for a lot of different AI products. It just didn't feel like a cohesive whole. It didn't feel like there was leadership from the top saying, this is who we are, this is what we do. There was a lot of, just like before, we're going to do this some more. I think the highlight really was James Manica, who is the man in charge of their conscience. And I think it's important that Google continue down that path, because I have a feeling we will, in the next year or so, start to feel kind of hungover from the AI high. And that's when Google can maybe step in with a more judicious approach and say, show they showed quite a few reasonable, useful uses of AI that are not so exaggerated. Now, they also showed Google Search with AI, which they called SGE for some reason. And that,
whatever that stands for. But I actually think that'll wear better as it ferments in our heads, Leo, because it was less of saying, here's a paragraph with everything you want.
Yeah.
It was more iterative. Well, now that you've done this, we know the context. And so now your follow-up question is this.
Yeah.
And now you want examples. And here they are. A, B, if it really does show the source of what it says, that's way ahead of OpenAI. I mean, OpenAI just today announced that they are developing another model to try to understand how the model they already have operates.
Yeah, that's a bad sign, if you ask me.
It really is. It really is.
That's a little nerve-wracking. You can try the experiments, including the search with AI, SGE. And one of the things I think you and I both thought was pretty interesting, Project Tailwind, which would be useful for authors and journalists taking existing works and summarizing and creating a notebook around those. A lot of us will be seeing it in Gmail soon, of course, as they enhance their Gmail auto replies. They've got some good stuff. They have new hardware. I don't know if the market's really dying for a $1,700 folding phone. We'll see, especially since one already exists.
You liked the tablet and bought one immediately.
I bought the tablet because I think that's a good form factor.
What color?
I got the black front. I think it was called Hazel in the back. It was kind of a mild green. We'll see. I'll bring it in when it comes in June. Pre-ordering it now for all of the new Google products available at the store.google.com. Jeff Jarvis, thank you so much. I'll give you a little time to have some Starbucks, and we'll see you for This Week in Google, probably around 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. your time. Okay?
Stacy, we're going to have a grumpy, hungry Stacy.
We'll do it fast. Get the waffles, and get ready. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks to all of you for joining us for this coverage of Google I.O. for 2023. I'm Leo Laporte. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
If you love all things Android, well, I've got a show for you to check out. It's called All About Android, and I'll give you 3 guesses what we talk about. We talk about Android, the latest news, hardware, apps. We answer feedback. It's me, Jason Howell, Ron Richards, WinTwit Dow, and a whole cast of awesome characters talking about the operating system that we love. You can find All About Android at twit.tv/AAA.